Somehow Air-Deraan returned.
Nice. That's right, after being frozen in carbonite and auctioned off to the highest bidder for the sole reason of dropping what we were supposed to be doing and going on a little star detour, we are back. As always, I am joined by my good friend Luke.
And as always, I am joined by my good friend Freddie.
Yeah, and today's a special day actually, because it's none other than the 50th episode of this glorious podcast on Air-Deraan, which I only just mentioned that we're on.
This is not the latest that we've mentioned it. And yes, this is in fact our 50th released regular episode.
Not including the lost episodes.
But including the unreleased episodes. Or rather, the other way. Including the lost episodes, and not including the unreleased episodes.
That's true. So we have 2 unreleased episodes and 2 lost episodes.
Yeah, Spunkstone, obviously, and Always Rainy on Camino.
Yes, which were deleted and sent to the Shadow Realm because they were just too good.
Indeed. Especially the latter one, of which I remember 0 things. Definitely not Spunkstone, of which I remember everything.
The only thing I remember from Always Sunny on Camino is the 12 years a clone thing.
That can't be in there, because I remember hearing that again. Surely.
I think it's because we mention it, because it's like, what the fuck?
We say 12 years a clone or less than 12 parsecs a slave?
I think we said both of those things.
Oh my god. We must have.
Jesus Christ.
Of course, less than 12 parsecs a slave is the Lando movie starring Nicolas Cage.
Yes, obviously. Why did we say that like 5 years ago?
Well, I think it started like this.
Hello, my name is Luke, and I am welcoming you to episode 1 of Air-Deraan.
Oh, this is not going to be a clip show.
This is not a clip show. I repeat, this is not a clip show. While we, but what this is our 50th episode.
This is our 50th Torturetacular.
Yeah, so for some, to celebrate this episode, we decided to torture Luke by reading something instead of watching something. We decided to actually use our eyeballs, unlike 99.9% of Star Wars fans.
This is not a reference to my ailing eyeballs with entirely too high degree of myopia. This is a reference to the comic War of the Bounty Hunters from 5 years ago, which made me lose my will to live and made me genuinely think I was going crazy. And for whatever reason, I suggested that we do for this episode because I like you more than I like myself.
Yeah, so we read over 800 pages of War of the Bounty Hunters. That's 34 issues of this comic.
Yes.
And
the reason number 2 why we actually picked this was that it came out basically exactly 5 years ago.
Yeah, which is when our podcast started.
Yes, which is absolutely crazy. So let's say that this is our 5th anniversary episode as well, you know? It can be both. Much like our favorite I got nothing. I got nothing.
What's 5 years old?
This podcast.
Apart from this podcast.
Well, technically, around the same time that War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha came out, we didn't release the Spunkstone.
Yeah.
Which case could be made is when our podcast really began.
I remember the day War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha came out because I actually read it.
You picked an interesting one. Okay. Shall we...
We need to, get through and get started.
Get on with it.
Yeah.
Enough with the pleasantries.
Yeah.
Enough with anything pleasant.
So no, instead we just need to start subjecting you to whatever torture you think that you're installed for. So, of course, we need to lay out what on earth how our podcast is structured.
We need to princess lay out
Yes, oh my god.
the first segment of our podcast. What is our first segment, Freddy?
Well, of course, our first segment is the starter structure of the podcast, where we lay out the structure of the podcast. And what's the first thing in the starter structure?
Well, of course, it's our first segment, the starter structure.
This joke will never get old.
No.
It's not even 50 episodes old. It's a relatively new joke.
Yeah, and
It
I've
is
been
a
trying
four-
to kill it for so long.
It is technically also 4 years old.
Is it?
Well, I mean, that's how long ago we stopped. That's how long ago Obi-Wan Kenobi came out and we quit the podcast.
Yeah, but we did start a structure before it, right?
Yeah, exactly. So it's at least 4 years old.
At least 4 years old, a slave.
Oh my
This sucks. Anyway, after starter structure, we get into not the nitty gritty.
god. It's not even that.
Oh, yeah.
It's our grand
damn it.
admiral thoughts. Because our thoughts.
You'd think that after 50 episodes, we would be remotely competent.
You would think, but no.
No.
Yeah, it's our grand admiral thoughts because our thoughts are not just general. They're not just whatever's above a general. They are our grand admiral thoughts.
They are true, they are blue, they have Danish accents,
Yeah?
and Thrawn is not in them. Or is he?
Whoa.
No,
Is he in this comic?
No, he isn't.
Damn it. That's such a shame.
But he's always on our minds because you are so obsessed with George Clooney.
Oh my
And-
god, like I'm adamant that that the Brosnan Thrawn is Legends Thrawn. You know, that's the depict. You know, like that cursed Rebels
Live action Rebels mural.
yeah. That Timothy Zahn has that in his house as a poster.
You can't be serious.
He genuinely does.
So I guess that means it's canon.
Yeah. Brosnan Thrawn is canon. Well, I mean, I think it's Legends because he kind of looks like that.
It's canon that he's Legends.
Yes, he kind of looks like that in the TIE Fighter games
Oh, okay.
back in the day when he like raises his eyebrow. I was like,
Ooh, interesting. And he puts his fingers like in front of his face, like
Yeah.
this.
yeah.
But anyway, that's
we
very
get back on
unimportant
track?
right now. Yeah, we lay out our Grand Admiral thoughts about War of the Bounty Hunters.
Exactly. And
And-
then we move on to
To-
not the nitty gritty.
The quite opposite.
Yeah.
We get into the Crochet Granite, where we speed through the 34 issues.
Yeah. Not issue by issue because you've
Because-
got a plan.
I've got a plan. I'm a man with a plan, like our favorite Grand Admiral.
Yeah. He's got a few plans.
I like
what he-
ah.
That's what he always says, like, throughout Ahsoka. Like, every time that he lost, he was like, my plan is all according to my plan.
All according to Keikaku.
It's like, bro, you lost. You fucked up.
Everyone can make an error. It only becomes a mistake if you fail to address it.
Does he say that in Lesser Evil?
He says it in something.
Oh.
I think in the duology.
Whoa, the thing you haven't
Actually,
read.
no, he can't because he's dead.
Yeah, he is dead, yeah.
Well, never mind then. He says it at some point.
Yeah.
He's Thrawn. He lives after his death in
Wait, you know-
the biggest nerd's heart.
You know, like, there was a clone of Thrawn in the duology?
Yes, I read the Wikipedia entry about it.
Bruh.
Yes.
Luke officially slopping the work.
Why do you keep saying slopping the whoop?
It's
Where did that
funny.
come
Because
from?
it's funny.
Did you come up with that?
No, I didn't. I wish I did.
Aw.
It's so funny. But speaking of
Funny.
funny,
We might inadvertently amuse when we move on to the
Will-
nitty gritty.
yeah, will we be funny? That's the ultimate question of this podcast. Will we ever have insightful insights?
I feel like we've been insightful in the past.
Look, unironically, the most insightful we've been on is the fucking iceberg episode, where we were actually like really thinking deep about that kind of stuff.
You say that, but your knowledge of history and stuff that you were bringing to literally every episode of Clone Wars.
What about that
often
Bad Batch
astounded
episode where we somehow compared it to that Czech saint? And then we
Ooh.
added him in the thumbnail as
Yeah.
a Force Ghost for some reason.
Was it a... Oh, yeah.
I have no...
I remember that this happened, but honestly, who
I
cares?
don't remember why.
I refuse to look it up, much like how I refuse to look up the plot of War of the Bounty Hunters. So if you have any issues with my
Wait,
recap...
did you read it for this episode?
I read it for this episode,
Okay,
but
okay.
not... I wrote the recap today, and I refuse to look anything up.
Okay, no, that's fine. Well, we'll get to that eventually.
We'll get to that in Crochet Granite.
Yeah.
And then in Nitty Gritty, instead of running through the 34 issues, we will dive into the probably many more issues we have.
I feel like
But more on that later. That is just where we dive deep
Whoa.
into
Whoa.
the frozen oceans of Jakara and everywhere else. We just talk about whatever and whoever we wish.
Yeah, that's true.
And some of it might be about War of the Bounty Hunters.
Whoa. And some of it might even be a segue leading into our last segment, which is what's an award? We always ask what's an award.
Let's go with Hugo Awards.
Hugo Award-winning podcast segment. Light side, dark side, and the one in the middle, the Bendu, where we cover something good, something bad, and something that's just, neat, like a potato to Marge Simpson's eye.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, because it's a neat way to summarize some of our fringe opinions. I don't know if mine's fringe at all.
It depends what they will be. But
I
yeah,
didn't really have much fringe to say, but we'll see.
you don't have much fringe at all.
I do have a fringe, though. That's a fringe.
Is that what a fringe is?
Yeah, what did you think a fringe was?
What do you think the story is?
Whoa. Shall we get started then? So starter structure done. Now
Done.
on to Grand Admiral Daddy Thorn. Grand Admiral Thoughts.
Mm-hmm.
So Luke, how should we do this? You took what? Your talk. Oh my god, I fucked up.
I guess I talk first then.
Imagine if that's how Poe started that film. It's just like he just like fucks up the line and they just keep it in.
I would like that. I would like a little bit more naturalism in
Star Wars.
In Star Wars.
What, the least naturalism dialogue ever?
Yeah, well,
as in A New Hope.
You can write this shit, but you sure as hell can't say it.
Yeah, as
As Daddy Ford said.
Some of the lines that Mark Hamill say. Oh my god, can neither of us speak? Look, just to clarify,
the attempt on our lives left us scarred and tongue-tied.
To clarify, I mean, there's been a huge heat wave in the UK, so I'm going to blame it on that. Because honestly, my brain is fried.
Literally.
We also read War of the Bounty Hunters, so perhaps our brain is fried with that.
Our bodies, our brains, our souls, had they existed, would have been long gone.
Speaking of blowing out brains, Luke, what is your opinion on this comic?
So, famously, and by famously I mean famously to you, Freddy, because you're the only one I speak to it about. War of the Bounty Hunters, when I read it as it was coming out, left me scarred and deformed. I gave up on it multiple times, and in my attempts to get back into it, I kept losing my spot because
it's long.
It's long, and multiple plot points happen several times across the issues, so I had no idea where I left off. There's a certain fake Jabba man who you might remember, whose death I witnessed at least 5 times.
It wasn't 5 times.
Not in the comic,
Okay.
but yes, in my original
In your
read-through.
reread. Yeah.
Because I genuinely could not tell where I ended off.
Yeah.
This
Really
time,
funny.
reading it all in one omnibus.
Yeah.
Parts of it were better than I remember.
Yeah.
Parts of it were way worse.
Yep.
The full package, baffling.
Yeah.
I will say it did not make me want to die a second time.
That's good, because otherwise we wouldn't be here.
It did made me go home and rethink my life, because I realized this series took 5 years to come out, and I read all of it.
Came out in 5 years.
Sorry, not War of the Bounty Hunters.
Oh.
The entire 2020 era Star Wars.
Yeah, it's done.
It's done. It's over. What came after was worse, frankly, but I started to feel like it was basically this for 5 years.
Well, no, surely Crimson Rain and Crimson Dawn and Crimson Sphincter aren't as bad as, are worse than this one though.
I think that Crimson Rain is slightly better but more infuriating.
Whoa.
Hidden Empire is fine, but mostly due to the fact that it only has like 2 tying in series.
Yeah, rather than, how many did this have? This
is everything.
War of the Bounty Hunters comic, mainline Star Wars comic,
Vader comic,
Afra comic, Bounty Hunters comic,
and several one-shots.
Yeah, so that's at least 5 ongoing ongoing series. Doing like the Angry Joe thing. Yeah, so that's a lot of ongoing series. And also, when reading the omnibus, it's very clear to me that you could not comprehend this series if you're reading it month to month. Because sometimes the chronological order goes Star Wars number 4 whatever, and then another mainline Star Wars comic, and then Bounty Hunters, and then War of the Bounty Hunters, and then another mainline Star. I'm like, if you're reading this month to month, you're not going to have any fucking clue what's going on.
Chiefly when, due to the way that they come out, sometimes you genuinely go back in time.
Yeah. So what? You go back in time immediately, actually. Like, issue 2 in the omnibus is actually set before issue 1, which is insane. I've never seen something like that before. And I don't just mean the flashback. I mean the actual, present of the issue has to take place before issue 1. Otherwise, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, and the way that this is unfortunately structured means that you do begin the omnibus with several issues that are in fact the final issues of the previous arcs.
Yeah, and that left me baffled, actually.
Yeah. It's I guess that means it's enough about me. Tell me how you felt not having any context for any of the storylines.
As I said,
here.
I was left like, what the actual fuck is happening for, I would say maybe a third of it. Like a third of the start, I mean, like when it was beginning. Because I knew obviously about the whole Exegol stuff. So I knew that happened. I didn't really know what was happening in the mainline Star Wars comic before this. Didn't really know anything about Bounty Hunters or Afra. So all of that sort of left me like, what was going on? But once I actually got into it, I actually kind of liked it. I'm sorry, Luke. I actually kind of vibed with it because it's kind of dumb in some ways, and I think I've got more things I dislike than like, but somehow I came out liking it, and I came out actually wanting to read more Star Wars comics. I don't know how to sort of explain that, but I was by the end, closing it, I was like, wow, they pulled that off really well. I'm complete opposite view, because I was just How did they do it? Wow, that's so impressive.
Listen, watching the film 1917 and being in the actual trenches will leave you with very different experiences of World War One.
No, that is true. But
I will concede, like I said, parts of this were better than I remember.
yes,
Especially, I think, without getting too deep into it, bounty hunters, the actual bounty hunter segments of this, just like felt like a real ass story. Some of the other series, particularly, I didn't really love the Vader bits of
no,
this.
it's pointless.
Dr. Afra,
Pointless.
not my favorite.
I don't mean like pointless as
Not
like in
as a
itself, but
character.
just like for this like crossover event.
It was the least impactful. It was genuinely happening in the background
Yeah,
of this
it
event.
didn't really matter. But that's the thing is like I think that I was gonna say most of the story kind of was a bit ass. A lot of the hype moments were cool, but then you had to see them like 4 times.
Yeah.
Some of the character work was good. Some of the character work wasn't good. Some of the characters that appear in this omnibus, I promise you, I have never fucking heard of in my life. And I'm like a wook slopper. I'm going to keep saying that. And like I watched all the Star Wars Explained comics videos when this was coming out, and I genuinely had never heard those characters' names uttered at all. So I was like, what the hell is going on for some of it?
And you might never see them again.
Really?
Depends who you're talking about.
Yeah. And
like, who the hell is Bosk?
who the fuck is that lizard guy?
Do you reckon he has an actual page on WikiFeet?
He must do, right?
Is there WookieFeet? Is there a Wikipedia for WikiFeet?
Maybe. That would be a good thing, because there's a lot of people that are obsessed with, like, Zeb's toes online for some reason.
This I didn't know, and I immediately regret saying this, so let's move on.
Let's move on, okay. Yeah, so there's a lot of things that just, like, sort of drag it down, but, like, at the same time, I'm just like, it's still kind of cohesive.
I think that even the less cool parts, by which I mean the parts that fit in a bit less, like the Dr. Afra bits, read okay in the Dr. Afra sense of the word. I think that if this omnibus was a little bit less comprehensive, a little bit more curated, alternatively, if you just read the core series and maybe Bounty Hunters or
I think
the core series, you would probably have a pretty good time. And with that in mind, I might not want to murder the person who put the blurb at the end of the omnibus, perhaps the best Star Wars comic of all time.
Really? It said that?
Yes. Or maybe best Star Wars event, but regardless.
Well, I mean, is it the best Star Wars comic I've read? No. I don't think so, because I've read some good ones from, like, Legends, I guess. But it's probably the best canon comic I've read.
How much have you read of the canon?
Jar Jar Binks 1. And War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha before this.
Well,
I think technically War of the Bounty Hunters Omnibus is the best canon Star Wars comic I've ever read.
I guess I have to give you that.
Yeah. So
problem is I don't know if I have much else to give you. Like, I would suggest the original Vader comic by Kieran Gillen, but that has your least favorite comic artist on it, so
that is true. Yeah.
Regardless, though, that's neither here nor there. War of the Bounty Hunters is a comic that did not make me want to die on my second read-through.
And it's a comic that made me want to live by reading more comics.
And I guess we should dive into the comic that we've just read.
Yeah, so what was the comic? Full stop.
So, what is all this hullabaloo about?
That's a Star Wars species.
Hullabaloo.
Yeah, it's like a bird dude.
Yeah, it's one of the people that Thrawn fights in Chaos
Are
Rising.
you fucking joking? No, he doesn't.
I am. It just all of them sounds. It's the Agbui. It's the freaking Nicardoon. It's the goddamn Vrax. None of it sounds like anything.
I'm not gonna lie. It seems like the worst possible thing to listen to an audiobook of if it's like 90% words that you've never heard of before.
It's words you've never heard of, and they're spelled not the way you think. Like, genuinely, I messaged you the names of things. I messaged you about Agbui and Jixtus and Chile, and the only word that I recognized was sunrise.
That's a word.
Yeah. And we don't know why it's called that.
Maybe
it's a planet with an unknown name that Thrawn just decides to call Sunrise.
He's definitely a colonizer.
It's brought up multiple times. Oh, it's unknown why he chose to do this.
Isn't he a POV character? Why don't we know why?
It's not really the POV character.
Is he not?
It's not told from his perspective. He's just there.
Oh. Interesting. That's one thing I dislike about Star Wars books. I don't mind when it's not their POV, but I don't like it when it's named after them, but they're not the POV.
You like it when they're the narrator.
No, I mean, I don't mind it like when it's like the most recent Darth Vader book, Master of Evil.
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was marketed as a Darth Vader book, but like he doesn't really have like POV segments at all, like really. Or like he's not the main character of that book, so I would have rather it was like not a Darth Vader book. Like do you know what I mean?
Yeah, but like you're not going to sell a book that's called Eli Vanto. You have to call it Thrawn.
Well, it's the same way I think like Ahsoka shouldn't have been called that. I think Andor shouldn't have been called that. You know, that kind of thing.
I can.
I like it when there's an actual title.
A lot of people had that problem, especially with the canon novels.
Yeah.
Because now you're stuck with a book called Ahsoka and you just can't do it again. Because, like...
Yeah.
And it's not even that good of a book, so what are you going to do next?
I rated that 2 stars on Goodreads. I honestly really did not like that book.
There were books I liked less, but also with audiobooks I don't have to... It's less difficult to get through a slog, unless the book is called Lesser Evil.
Yeah, that only took you how many years?
4.
As long as we've been on a break on this podcast.
Pretty much. Listen, House Stibler really took it out of me, you know?
House Stibler? Isn't that like a type of pencil? Or a pen?
Who knows? I don't know what it's spelled like. You're thinking of Stieler.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking of. Stieler from Chile.
So anyway,
you can cut all of that if you want.
I genuinely might. I don't know.
Sorry.
I'm so done with goddamn Thrawn. We've spoken about him for like 10 minutes over the last 10. Anyway, let's get through this hullabaloo. Let me start by giving you not the motorensis of the episode, for there wasn't one, but my personal motorensis.
Oh, what would you say it is?
I don't want any complications. Quote Boba Fett, page 2 of War of the Bounty Hunters Alpha.
Yeah, I don't think that really worked out for him.
Curb Your Enthusiasm theme playing.
And, yeah.
Complications ensue. While transporting the frozen body of Han Solo to Jabba, Boba commits the mother of all jinxes by saying, I don't want any complications. So naturally, he immediately needs to make a pit stop with an underground doctor, as Han's carbonite slab is unstable and would kill him otherwise.
It's like melting, right? Like he was going to turn into goo.
Yeah, pretty much.
For some reason.
Carbonite is poorly explained, so they can do whatever. The pace is steep, so Boba leaves to fight in Nar Shaddaa Coliseum to pay off Han's medical debt. Meanwhile, a mysterious figure kills the doctor and steals Han. Jabba thinks Boba Fett might have absconded with Solo to sell him off to someone else, so he puts a massive bounty on our favorite green Kiwis ahead. Begun, the War of the Bounty Hunters has.
Whoa! I can't believe Yoda was in this comic.
Well, there was our big green friend, so maybe his little
true.
green friend was there too. Remember our theory that Grogu is the Red Corsair?
Yeah, that was a good theory as well, actually.
Could still be true.
It could still be true.
Maybe he's hanging out with clone trooper Kix.
Yeah, you know the author of that short story that was in the what was it, Creatures anthology, Aliens anthology. He did an interview and he talked about how he made less money for the people that talk about his short story on YouTube videos made exponentially more money than he ever did for writing that short story, which is quite sad.
Doesn't that tell you a lot about society?
We live in a society.
We live in a society, Batman!
That was a good Bane.
That was one of my worst, actually. I have a pretty good Bane when the stars align. Speaking of stars aligning, Boba Fett flies through the stars fighting off bounty hunters left and right, as it becomes clear that whoever stole Han is playing a larger game.
Whoa.
Many of the important players in the underworld get invitations to the event of the century, the auction for the body of Han Solo, not like that, hosted by Kira of the Crimson Dawn. A faction that flew under the radar and amassed an unbelievable amount of influence. Very off-screen.
Very off-screen.
Very off-screen.
They're everywhere. Crimson Dawn is everywhere.
Ooh, it's I don't know what you're going for.
That's what they say in the comic.
They probably do. They also say await the dawn quite a lot.
Oh yeah.
And I did for a long time. I waited for it to do something interesting.
Whoa.
And I suppose they did. Maybe I'm being unfair.
Presumably she has more of a plan.
Well, you might be delighted to know that multiple covers feature her moving around the other characters as if they were pieces on a chessboard. In Crimson Reign, specifically.
This is her story.
We're not the clone historians, now we're the clone historians. We're the clone chroniclers, but whatever. There is a clone here anyway.
Yeah?
Or so Afra believes.
Whoa, cool forward. It's a callback, I guess.
It's a premonition.
Whoa.
A false vision.
Whoa.
Huts, spikes, even the Empire converge to the event on the frozen planet of Jakara. As you might have seen in Mandalorian Episode 1.
That was the same planet?
Maybe. I did not check. It's a big old powder keg in there. Boba Fett, the rebel heroes, Dr. Aphra and co, and a gaggle of other bounty hunters are here for one reason or another. Jabba wins the auction, but unfortunately, Vader arrives to claim Solo because he wants to make Luke mad or something. A moderate amount of chaos ensues. By the way, the last paragraph, that covers about 3 chapters of the War of the Bounty Hunter core comic.
Yep.
Things! Explosions! Excitement! If you understand that reference, log off, you're too old. Over the course of the chaos, it transpires that agents of Crimson Dawn permeate just about every faction present at the auction, including Boku the Hutt of the Hutt Council, previously thought to be under Vader's control. Boku's ships attack the Executor, creating more chaos. This allows the rebels, Boba Fett and Baylor Valance of the Bounty Hunter gaggle to enter the Executor and search for Han. Amidst the chaos, the room housing Han Solo blows up, sucking him out. Yeah. Rebels think he's dead. But Boba Fett jetpack chases Han through space all the way to the ocean of Jakara.
Insane. He went so far.
They were chasing the Executor for like 5 issues.
I think they forgot that the Executor isn't like in the atmosphere of Jakari and is actually in fucking space.
Isn't the length of the Executor itself like 20 kilometers? How much fuel does he have?
It's literally like...
Also, how quickly was he falling?
I know. Why, and how quickly... Like, why didn't either he burn up or Han's carbonated friggin' slab burn up? Like, like going through. It's probably one of the most crazy things. And to be honest, that kind of thing should have been in Mandalorian and Grogu, maybe.
It's literally the only weirder thing I can think of is the blast from Starkiller Base being visible from wherever the hell they were.
Takodana.
From Takodana, yeah.
Yeah.
Which...
It's not well, I mean, obviously it's not physically possible, but it's just like insane and how that... Yeah. Insane sequence.
It's... Whatever. That happened 11 years ago.
Yeah.
We have to move on. Let the past die. Eventually, Boba Fett catches him and takes him unobstructed to Jabba, clearing his name and getting paid, and everyone is happy. Then Kira recaps the events that just transpired and is confident that she set up an advantageous playing field. Crimson Reign is about to start.
Whoa.
And when I read that page and figured out that this was part 1 of 3 in 2021, I genuinely cried.
Oh no!
I mean, I didn't genuinely cry, but I wailed in anguish.
Yeah.
Yeah. Meanwhile, other things happen.
Other things did happen.
In the flagship Star Wars series, Rebel heroes try to track down Boba Fett and fail. Then they watch the auction uselessly from the margins, fail to retrieve Han from the Executor, and then bicker with a gloating Kira who orchestrated the whole thing.
Yeah.
Lando is there being shady, doing deals with Jabba that definitely will not result in the final arc of the entire Star Wars.
What's this? Trial of Lando?
Trial of Lando Calrissian, yes.
That was over this.
Well, it was over several things that he did throughout the whole thing, but this was one of the major things.
Major?
This is not something that perhaps was conveyed well in the comic itself, but the one little old droid that he jettisoned is actually incredibly important.
I wrote, what the fuck is this talky droid in my notes? Because I was like, I had no clue.
So the entire 1 year of comics that preceded War of the Bounty Hunters didn't technically revolve around the droid, but he was the solution.
Okay.
Do you want me to get into it now?
Well, I from context, well, not context, from this omnibus, my idea, so I wrote down that the droid has the Trawak language, which is apparently important, and he brought back Lobot but was ejected. So my understanding is that later on, when we're following Luke and like Starlight Squadron, the Trawak language is used by the rebels for like their internal communications, right? It's used for like their it's like
during and prior. So basically, when this series starts, episode 5 had just happened. The rebels are on the back foot. There are approximately 5 fleets of rebel ships. The series starts with 2 of them getting completely obliterated.
Oh.
The only way that the rebels can communicate and try to find a way to avoid this mega ruthless Imperial, who's the protege of Tarkin, is by making some sort of a code, and the only way they can figure out how to make a code that the Imperials will not be able to break is finding a language that everyone has forgotten.
Yeah.
Which is the Trawak language. So they find this High Republic era droid because this was where we were.
Republic,
Everything was High Republic, hence Starlight Squadron.
Oh, is that why it's called that? I just assumed because like they're in
they're in space.
Like
no, it was I think at the time they thought that Starlight Beacon was a place that they could go.
Oh, wait, what? But it was like destroyed after like a month.
This was written in 2020.
But surely Charles Soule
Sorry,
knew.
this came out in 2020.
Yeah, but surely Charles Soule knew.
Maybe not even he did.
He's making these decisions.
I could not tell you.
Yeah.
But basically just to honor High Republic, they chose Starlight Squadron.
Yeah.
So yeah, this droid was, if Empire got their hands on the Trawak language, the entire rebellion would have been completely destroyed.
Okay, so I did kind of get that, yeah.
Okay. But you got it, but if you weren't smart, you just wouldn't guess why this droid was important.
Yeah.
Other than it was important to Lando because in theory he could cure Lobot.
Yeah. I did think that whole bit was a little bit lame-o because he like immediately like, I'm gonna eject out the airlock, and then you see it like going out of space. It's like, "Wah!" And then like 2 seconds later, literally like the next panel, he's like, "Oh, I regret sending it out the airlock. Oh my god, we need to like quickly turn the ship around." Proceeds to never mention it for the next 800 pages.
Mm-hmm.
And then at the very end, he's like, "I sure hope Jabba picked up that droid." I'm like, bro, I think he had other shit going on.
This is
Like,
kind
were
of...
you not around for this comic? Because there's quite a lot that happened.
See, I don't know if this is true,
Yeah.
but I think that Charles Soule did not want to write this comic. I have a vague feeling that all of these crossovers were mandated by editorial.
Really?
Hence why they seem to interrupt everything and
Suck? No, I'm
plots
kidding.
have to drop, and I think they suck.
Yeah.
Yeah, because, like, other than this is basically... This could have been a Lando... You know, it ends with the trial of Lando Calrissian. This era is basically... It's not the Lando show, but he's incredibly important. He's more important than Han was in the first 75 issues of the previous era,
Yeah.
I think. Charles Soule is a good writer. It doesn't make sense to me that things would happen like this if this was how he wanted it to go.
Yeah.
But that's just my tinfoil hat.
No, I get that.
Yeah. It's very start-stop like that. And, you know, like... War of the Bounty Hunters into Crimson Reign is a full year.
Was it?
It's, it's really long.
Yeah.
Crimson Reign is longer than War of the Bounty Hunters.
Is it?
Yeah. It's 10 issues of Star Wars.
What do they have to talk about?
Not much. And then they still go into Hidden Empire,
Yeah.
which technically the flagship doesn't super delve into, but it sends ripples through it. And if you've read Hidden Empire and what ensues, you understand this joke and you think it's hilarious. I find it fine, and Freddy, once he reads it, might find it very annoying. And then there's also Dark Droids.
Yeah. Apparently, I was looking on... I'm not going to say slop in the book again, but I was reading Wikipedia like a Chad, and I saw that apparently Dark Droids is a direct sequel. Not direct. Is a sequel to the Lando one-shot comic. That's what Wikipedia claims. And I'm like, how?
Well, I mean, this is sort of also a sequel to it because it's a lot about Lobot.
I like Lobot.
And Lando trying to basically revive him.
Yeah.
And, Dark Droids is a lot about the melding of the flesh and the robot.
Huh.
So it's...
kind of linked to certain someone at the end of this comic as well, who had the opposite happen.
Yeah, he's...
He had the robot out of the flesh, take the robot out of the flesh, and add more flesh.
Interesting you'd say that.
It
I
happens.
don't know. Yeah, I mean, it's got a bit of a bicentennial man flavor. It's got a bit of a data in one of the Star Trek movies.
Yeah, I really love that the last panel of the Bounty Hunters comic focuses on them reattaching Valance's penis and talking about his sperm count, like in as though it was midichlorian counts, like in Bicentennial Man.
Oh, so M count stands for sperm count.
Yeah, it's just reversed. It's M-E...
Merps.
Merps.
Merps is also a character in this comic.
What? Where?
No, it isn't.
I almost believed you. I was like, was it one of the Ubies? But then I remembered I wrote down all their names.
Uba.
Yeah.
Also, what happens in the flagship is Luke isn't there.
Yeah.
And then he...
Refuses to be there.
He shows up to Jakara and is like, I don't want to fight Vader, guys. I'm too scared.
It's like, I'm leaving.
Yeah. No, what he actually does, he flies an X-Wing about and...
For like 4 issues.
Yeah, and it's really unclear if he crashed or if he downed Vader or when it started or what the hell happened.
I'm not sure like, how much is like a repeat, how much of it happened twice, or how much of it happened concurrently.
Yeah, because we see him like engage Vader in a dogfight like 3 separate occasions, and we
like, are they separate or are they just retellings of the same one? Because they all happen in different comics.
Yeah,
one happens in the War of the Bounty Hunters comic, one happens in the flagship Star Wars comic, and one happens in the Darth Vader comic. I was like,
it's a weird mix of them repeating the exact same beats and telling completely different stories.
Yeah.
Or the same story in different
They
ways.
do that. Like the War of the Bounty Hunters comic has like different dialogue for like Aphra and Son of Staros compared to the Aphra comic. Like they're literally saying different words.
What was it that we spoke about the other episode that, canon it's sort of like stories told around the campfire. It's all true from a certain point of view. Yeah, that sucks.
That's how this operates. It's like the only way, isn't it?
Another thing that sucks is the Vader parts of this.
Yeah.
It's a real microcosm of the entire Greg Pak comic run, honestly. It's all about, like, there's a bunch of droids doing random shit, and Administrator Moore is trying to kill Vader, and everyone is trying to intimidate and manipulate each other, and everyone that Vader tries to exert any control over turns out to be controlled by Crimson Dawn, and like...
So, like, Vader... So, we already knew Vader was, like, a loser, but, like, is he, like, even more of a loser? Because he actually doesn't have any power, because everyone's just pretending to have power to further Crimson Dawn.
Vader gets dunked on so much.
I don't mind that. I quite liked the fact that, like, at the end of the comic, Masamida is like, you fucked up, Vader. Like, you, like, fucked up big time. Because, like, he did. He did mess up.
Here's my little gift for you, Freddy. If you do read more of the Star Wars comics, don't read this one.
What?
Because what you read here... Literally, this is the only thing that happens. Every arc is this.
What? What do you mean?
Every arc has these beats.
What, like...
Vader tries to do something. Someone tries to kill Vader and manipulate him.
Yeah.
Everything that Vader tried to do was actually someone else manipulating him.
Yeah.
And that happens over and over for 50 issues.
Sure, no, they can't. Surely not.
I read the 50th issue today because I genuinely could not remember anything that happened. And do you mind if I just tell you what happens?
Yes, please.
So it's the end of the Schism Imperial arc where Sly Moore is manipulating Vader to kill Palpatine. How the fuck is she still around? I don't know, because in this comic she tries to kill Vader.
Yeah, I don't understand why he didn't just kill her. Like, he's Darth Vader. Why does Darth Vader simply not kill everyone?
So at the end, Sly Moore and Vader betrays Sly Moore.
Has she been re-promoted? by this point?
I don't remember.
Because she got demoted.
She's wearing like a Lex Luthor style power suit.
What?
I don't know why. Well, I was very confused that that's who it was. She just has like a big mech, or I guess a small mech. She just has a big power armor.
Yeah.
He betrays her and like sucks up the energy of all like a bunch of life from a planet to like power up his force shield and wand that he uses for some reason.
Yeah.
He tries to use it to kill the Emperor, but then it turns out
What? Before episode 6? Just before episode
literally
6?
last thing that happens before episode 6, but then it turns out that the Emperor manipulated him and he makes him kneel and he's like, "Yes, master." And it turns out that Moore didn't get betrayed by him. She was acting directly under Palpatine this whole time to
What?
test Vader. Yeah. And Ochi of Bastoon
Yeah.
like bosses Vader around a little bit because he was also working for Palpatine this entire time.
Does that supersede him also always working for Crimson Dawn
It's
the whole time?
unclear.
Okay.
He just works for whoever.
Well, he did say that in this comic. He's like, I just follow whoever's got them as power.
Yeah, literally. And it's, in theory, funny, but it's really upsetting.
Okay.
And then, like, Vader beats him up.
Yeah.
And then he, like, goes to sit in his big chair. And Ochi or whoever the fuck tells him, I got you these big energy things that were held by this Kitster dude on Tatooine. By the way, they were talking about some dude named Anakin. Who is that? And he's like, nobody. The end.
Right, that's how it ends?
That's how it ends. Vader literally like slumped over in the chair being like, Anakin is dead.
It's kind of lame, considering the very next thing that he does is, like, renounce being Darth Vader.
And also, that happens multiple times throughout this entire thing.
I don't know. Do they just, like, only have one idea and it's something that's already been done?
Literally, the only Vader story, I've been telling this to you this entire time, the only Vader story is someone is trying to kill and or replace him.
To be fair, that's always been the way.
But why? Do something or do nothing.
Yeah.
Like, the only thing I like about this era of Vader comic is Sabe, the handmaiden, Padme's shadow.
I don't understand it. Can I just say, like, I low-key of noticing a trend in most Star Wars things, and it's this whole thing of, like, oh, well, we've got to put aside our differences. Like, I'm going to work with this fascist enforcer of the space Nazis for this, like, altruistic goal because it's the right thing to do. Or I'm going to, like, we're going to have a temporary truce. Or, like, oh, well, he's a good person at heart. Or, all this kind of stuff. And it's just, like...
Oh, by the way, Luke is there for the final issue. And he's working with Schism Imperial.
What?
I do not understand why or
are
how.
Are you joking?
I'm not joking.
Oh my god.
He might not be working with them, but he's, like, there, and they're not trying to kill him. And, like, Sabe is like, oh, come on, get up, get up. You know, you don't know me, but I know that someone I knew would be very proud of you.
I don't like that. I don't like that.
I don't know. It works in context, I think.
But why is it okay for... I just don't understand why... There's so many things I just don't get. Is it just comic logic that, like, because I've seen the panels of where, like, Sabe is, like, standing side by side with Vader, and, like, but I've also seen the panels where, like, Sabe is like, oh, and all of the handmaidens are trying to kill Vader.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, obviously I haven't read the comics, so I'm basically just LARPing this by pretending to know, but, like, or, like, have an opinion on this, so, but I just don't understand what could possibly happen that Sabe would go from wanting to kill Vader to standing side by side on, like, any goal. Like, even if Darth Vader wanted to, like, save all, like, puppies in the galaxy, like, I wouldn't fucking help him. Because he's literally Darth Vader.
It's a mix of she sees Anakin in him, and he promised her to be the queen of the galaxy.
You're joking about this, right?
No. He like shows her a vision. I don't know if he literally shows her, but like there is a vision of her in like you know like a helmet made of a stormtrooper helmet, but you can see her face like standing side by side with Vader, and he was like, he told me I could be the queen, but truly, Leia, you could be the queen of the Empire.
What? Oh, wait. So Sabe's Imperial now?
Yeah.
What? Has that always been the way?
Not always. She joins him, and then like he betrays her or something.
Why
but
would
then
she join Darth Vader?
I don't know. Like I told you, this comic sucks.
Oh my god! Because that's like emblematic of like, yeah, the Darth Vader comic in War of the Bounty Hunters. Is that I just don't really understand why some people are like. Is the thing that Sly Moore is part of? Is that the Schism Imperial?
In this comic.
In War of the Bounty Hunters.
No.
Okay, what is that?
I don't know.
Okay,
She has like a cult. She does like a separate thing that fails horribly.
Well, Vader kills them all, but doesn't kill Sly Moore for some reason. I only realised there was Sly Moore like a third of the way in, because it does not look like Sly Moore.
I think they like the first artist misses the memo that Sly Moore is a woman.
Yes, I 100% think that. And I also think that they just forgot that, like, she has white eyes as well, like white irises, like all Umbarans have.
Yeah.
Because, like, she just has normal-looking eyes, and also is not drawn like Sly Moore.
No, absolutely not. She's drawn more like maskless Vader at the end of Return of the Jedi.
Yeah. Or in that one panel where, like, he's killing that Imperial that fancies him.
Oh, Vanee. So not Vanee.
No, it's that.
I don't remember if she has a name, but they call her Dae. Yes, like the lady from Phantom of the Opera.
Yeah.
Good comic. I don't remember it very well. Controversial.
Yeah, I heard it's controversial.
Yeah, from Vader Dark Visions, I want to say.
That's the one where he's also got the shield that you were talking about.
Different shield. He's got like a round shield in Dark Visions, and in this series he has like it sort of looks like a dog skull. It's not supposed to, but it's sort of like that kind of the shape. It's like a skull with two big teeth. It's like a force. It's like a weapon of the Force or something.
To me, like all I can imagine is like some like shitty 80s action figure.
Yeah.
Type thing.
Yeah. It's very that. It's very that. Yeah.
Okay.
He has it because of the events of Hidden Empire.
Oh. Did they get into why the fuck the Knights of Ren are in this comic?
No.
Okay.
I mean, probably. I don't remember. They work with Crimson Dawn for reasons. I don't remember what they do. They're probably at the Maxine station, because that's where most of Hidden Empire happens.
Does it?
Yeah.
Oh my god.
And it also leads directly into Dark Droids. Dr. Afra's involvement in Hidden Empire leads directly into Dark Droids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Holy moly.
Holy moly, indeed. Yeah.
What were the other things on your lists? I mean, we've technically done like a crochet granite for.
I've still got Afra and Bounty Hunters.
Okay, so what's your Afra notes? Because this left me baffled.
That literally starts at the end of another arc, then gives you a one shot, and only then does it get into this.
Because I was like,
is this where your "who are these people" comes from?
I'm like, oh wait, what's her name? It's like
Vukora.
I was like, who the fuck is Vukora? What the fuck is a Just Lucky and a what's his name, like Aola? What's it, Arioli?
His name's literally Areola.
Yeah, that's you can't. Name
I do not use their names in any of my notes. I just call them the Twinks. I do.
What is that deal?
I don't. I do not remember.
Because that, like, throughout this whole comic, I mean, maybe you write this in your notes. Do you write anything about Just Lucky and Arioli?
I mostly just say the Twinks do some shit.
Okay, because like the whole time that is like them trying to go after this dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they don't want to kill him because like he raised them.
He's like their dad or something.
Yeah, I'm not sure. Is he their real dad or is he like?
I don't think he is. By the looks of it, genuinely, I mentioned them twice.
Cray, that's his name. Cray, because I wrote that they have that fight, like Arioli and Just Lucky, they have that fight with Cray, and then they lose, presumably off screen.
They get like poisoned.
Do they?
I think so.
Oh,
by
get cut.
Deathstick.
Yeah, they get cut by Deathstick, but we don't see them get imprisoned. But then, like after the easiest prison break in history, Afra just casually just kills Cray, and I was like, the whole like.
I have a feeling that he
plot.
comes back. I'm not sure that he's actually dead.
Oh, okay. Because I was about to say, like, even those characters were like, you just killed him. We spent this whole time trying to kill this guy. / not kill him.
/ make him be our dad again.
Yeah.
The two notes I have that concern Ariola and Lucky are...
Just Lucky. That's his name.
That's what they... I'm never convinced that that's his actual name or that his name is Just Lucky.
But they write...
They do. That's his name on the blurb in like the beginning.
It doesn't
but like
say. It says Just Lucky. And they say in the comic Just Lucky.
I've read the entire series, and I'm never sure if that's like a joke, like Han Solo, or if if his first name is genuinely Just.
I took that his name is just
It's
Lucky.
Just Lucky.
No, I think it's just Lucky.
I think that's the joke, though.
It's not very funny.
It's not, and it goes on for so long, but it doesn't make sense to me if it's unironic.
Yeah.
Yeah, so my first note about them is the Twinks are useless.
Okay.
And my second note is Twinks and lesbians split. That's the only 2 times I mentioned them in my notes.
They do.
Yeah. Lucky is there for the entirety of that run of Afra.
Why?
I don't know.
Why? Who is this guy?
I couldn't tell you.
What are they talking about?
He's a guy with a gun that sometimes works with Afra and sometimes betrays her.
What do they talk about? They go like, we have to find out who's going to be the new leader of like the clan brood or whatever it's called. I'm just like, and I think that's the same thing that Vakora talks about.
No, she's from the Unbroken clan.
Oh, and that's the one that's like in the fucking Bounty Hunters comic that I was also like, what the fuck? Who the fuck are these people?
So Vakora is actually halfway important.
Okay.
Ish. Because she is mostly a bounty hunter's character.
Why was she doing a hostage crisis?
Because she wanted the quote-unquote Nihil path drive.
Okay.
For reasons that I couldn't tell you.
Because that whole bit, I was just like, it was kind of funny, but also I was like, well, what is actually happening?
Yeah, like they were feuding for the like 10 things prior. They were like always. She was sort of like the. It was like Indiana Jones and the other guy, whatever. They were always after the same thing.
Yeah.
And it culminated here, and then I think she whatever.
Yeah, because
she's like not a bad character. She just doesn't really get an introduction, and then she's just there forever. Sort of like Deathstick.
Deathstick is actually from the Star Wars Uprising video game, like the mobile game.
Oh, where the Moff of the Anuat system is from as well.
Yeah.
That makes a little bit more sense.
Yeah. So it's a returning character from that.
Yeah, and then she sticks around and does nothing of importance.
Because she can't die, because that game is set after Return of the Jedi.
Oh,
that's the real thing. But, I mean, with that first Dr. Aphra issue, my note was about the Hollow journalist outside the hostage crisis. I wrote, very German hostage crisis-esque, because that's something that German journalists used to do in like the 80s and 70s.
Was it?
Is just like, yeah, be very inappropriate around hostage crisis.
That's
like
very niche knowledge you've got there,
they'll like
Freddy.
interview like the guy with a gun against someone's head,
Mm.
and they were like, "So, like, why are you doing this?" And he's literally got like a gun against someone's head.
Why do you know this?
I don't know.
Someone's been watching true crime with their
Oh,
girlfriend?
No, I've been watching too much stuff on YouTube just while doing other things, I guess.
Fair enough. Anyway, my run through of this Dr. Ephra is working for Domina Tag and the Tag Corporation,
Yeah.
doing some light stealing, doing some light murder. She's the first to find out that Crimson Dawn has their plans in many a high place. Her twink friends are also there, but I don't care.
Yeah.
Also, Dirge is there?
Yeah, Dirge gets wasted.
He gets
is a-
so clowned on.
It is such a waste of a pretty cool character, and his. I know that like he's not that deep or whatever, but like you don't even have him doing his little tentacle stuff. His one thing is he cannot die, so you just send him out into space. Great, that's a really great use of a potential character now. He's just in space now.
I mean, he does come back. He doesn't really get to do anything of import
I guess,
still,
yeah.
though. I don't really know why. It almost feels like someone has a vendetta against him, so they only brought him in to be humiliated.
I don't understand.
I don't either. He's like
He
really
looks cool.
And it's also baffling because there was like an actually pretty cool final page in I think the first or second Aphra comic in this, where there's like a collage of everyone going to the auction and Dirge
Yeah.
is there, and then he just gets airlocked.
He wasn't even going to the auction. He was going to kill that random guy.
Yeah, one of the like Tag cousins or something.
Yeah.
But he didn't even do that because he
no.
was fed.
He
He
was
was fed
evil
parasite
caviar.
eggs.
Yeah, evil caviar. Cymotes.
Mm-hmm.
Is that a thing?
No idea.
It might be a thing.
He basically gets fed a xenomorph.
Yeah. On the Opal Empress.
Mm-hmm.
That's what the ship is called.
That's what it is.
My thing for my summary of my opinions on that issue was fun enough, cool art, but not compelling.
No.
Yeah,
And
sorry.
that's honestly my indictment of a big chunk of that Aphra run.
Well, I mean, like, they go to the auction. Aphra goes to the auction after taking that thing, and then she just, like, hangs around, mugs someone, gets captured, uses the most evil artifact in all of the galaxy, and then
Leaves?
it ends, right?
Yeah, pretty much.
I mean, like, fair enough. Maybe in context for the rest of the Aphra run, it like works well. I don't know what the overarching story is.
Mostly Aphra trying to rekindle her relationship with Sanastaros
Yeah. Okay.
and like looking for other stuff. I'll be honest, most of this Aphra arc has like left my memory. Like the Cysperior and Kieran Gillen arcs, love it, amazing. A lot of treasure hunting, a lot of weird stuff. There's a Boar Gullet there.
Woo!
It's not called Boar Gullet, it's Boar something else, which
Rat.
baffles me. Oh my god, I wish! I wish! Also, the like...
Could you imagine that? Like Saul Guerrero going, Borat! Borat!
You get window of glass! I must get window of glass! He cannot afford. Great success.
That was really good.
Oh my god.
After reading the Aphra like comics within this omnibus, though, I will say she seems like a very 2010s character to me. Even though this was written in 2020, it's very 2010s coded, and I don't really know why it feels that way. But it's just like
Quirky women were like 80% of characters in the 2010s.
I guess I don't think Aphra from just this comic was as unique of a character, as some people have said. I'm not sure if that's just the way that she's written in this. I'm sure she has much better stuff. Like I'm sure that her run in between episode 4 and 5 was very good, right? That's the most highly rated one.
That's where she was created, and that's where she was at her most, like, morally grey, competent, and interesting.
Yeah.
You know, like, she never really stops being morally grey, but, you know, she starts working for Vader.
Whoa.
So...
Crazy. And she does reference that, like, Tython thing, which I had heard of before.
Yeah, that was something that I thought you might find a little odd.
I'd heard of it before, so I wasn't that lost.
That she kind of sort of beats Vader, but you know, through trickery and her knowledge of ancient artifacts.
Yeah.
And luring him into like a Jedi trap.
Whoa. And that's a book.
It sounds like one of the young readers' tie-ins into High Republic.
I think it might be.
Like, you know, like Jedi Attack, Jedi Quest.
Jedi Quest is the Anakin Padawan series. That's like 14 books long or something.
Crazy. Is that one like Percy Jackson, but it's young Anakin?
Probably. I mean, it follows the.
It follows.
Whoa! It follows like the Jedi Apprentice books, which is like Obi-Wan when he was a Padawan.
From Stu John.
Yeah. Oh, I can't believe that's real.
It's weird that Jon Stewart is back on air.
Durant?
I wish. I mean, I watch a lot of his YouTube clips, so...
I don't know anything about Jon Stewart. I've heard he exists.
He's just one of them late show guys.
There's like a bazillion of them.
Yeah, and most of them suck.
Yeah.
Yeah. There are like 5 different hosts of Daily Show, and all of them except Jon Stewart are awful.
Yeah, I don't know him that much. I just know Stu John, you know, which is just insane.
It's stupid.
He definitely came up with that on the spot.
You say that, but they write those episodes.
What?
Almost none of them are off the cuff.
That's kind of lame.
Yes.
So like
late shows are one of the lamest things. Those interviews are either pre-planned or pre-written, or at least partially.
I thought like the idea of a talk show is that it's more like off the cuff. Like the interviewer has to have skills in order to move the conversation how they want, in order to like you have a show.
Wrong.
Wow, so there's just no skill involved.
I mean, some are slightly different than others, but...
There's like bands in some of them, right?
There's bands, there's skits, there's monologues.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's, you know, maybe like your Graham Norton, maybe like your British ones are a little bit less constrained by structure, but your Jon Stewarts and all of that, those are not what they seem, like owls.
Well, we're doing the opposite then, because we're not constrained that much to structure, because we're doing multiple crochet granites and nitty-gritties in a sense, as I am about to ask you, what's your final notes
on the Bounty
Hunters comic, which again is something that I was like, who are these people? Who is Taonga? What?
It's actually funny. Like a lot of the characters from Bounty Hunters are from a previous. I don't remember if it's a one shot or a miniseries called Target Vader.
Yeah, that's the one with the thing that I think. That's the dead men one, right?
What do you mean?
I'm surrounded by dead men.
That's Vader Down.
Oh. Okay.
I get them mixed up quite a lot as well. But Target Vader was what introduced Valance into canon.
Yeah.
Him and a bunch of other bounty hunters were targeting Vader for, I guess, just money. Yeah. And most of them died, but Valance made it out. Because
I think Dengar was in that, right?
Probably. Yeah. And that was then restructured into the bounty hunters, with, a lot of the classic characters, Dengar, Zuckuss, and Forlom.
Yeah. Or as this comic tries to say, for Elom.
For LOM.
That's like, fuck off. I'm not calling him that.
I don't like it. They say it a lot.
It's Forlom.
It's the whole 8080 AT-AT situation, or,
Oh my god.
R2D2, C3PO. That one also grinds my gears.
I don't mind it when they say 3PO.
Hmm.
But like with the SEE-3PO, it just seems so wrong.
It sounds it's awful.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tonga and her wife.
The one with the Nexu.
The one with the Nexu. Yeah, those are original characters. There was also Nakano Lash, who might have been mentioned once and probably didn't.
Who is that?
She was a not Tolan bounty hunter that I think is very important for like the first arc or two. She was like a lot of their mentor. She was a contemporary of Django.
She related to the Northland bounty hunter woman from Jedi, the second Jedi game with Cal Kestis.
I haven't played it.
Okay, because there is one there, I think. And people were like gooning online.
People always do that. There's also another bounty hunter lady with like a big snake mouth. Diva
yeah, she's
all over High Republic.
Well, her first appearance was the Jabba one shot, which was the second issue of this omnibus, and the first issue chronologically, because that takes place. Well, it takes place like in between like pages 1 and 2 of like the Boba Fett.
It's like
Alpha
it
one.
takes place while he's in the arena mostly,
so
but it also
like,
flashes back like 5 years.
Yeah, so it's like, and Krypton Dawnwood's behind that still.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, what's going on there?
It's also unclear when it actually came out. I would wager that it came out like way closer to the end, but who knows?
Yeah. She's
Anyway.
crazy because she actually did
eats
eat
people.
Yeah, she did eat her ex.
Yeah,
Like,
she does that a lot.
That's fucking crazy.
She's kind of cool.
Yeah.
She was the bodyguard of Avon Staros, the daughter of her mother, the daughter of names. The daughter of Marchion Rose, main squeeze.
What? Squeeze?
Like girlfriend / partner /
And that's Sana Staros' ancestor.
Yes.
Why has everyone got to be connected?
I don't know.
It's the same.
Like everyone is a Staros, everyone is a
Santeca,
and there's another family. There's a third family that starts with a G, I think. Not Grisk.
Gungan.
I wish. No, it's not the Jar Jar family, but
it's not like Valorum or anything.
No, it's not Valorum. It's
Gee.
I might be wrong. Tag. No, it's not Tag either. It's not Tag. Who's fucking
Raji?
No. Who's am I really gonna Google who's the gay guy in the High Republic? It's everyone, but it's like, who is the guy in High Republic?
If you like that aspect of High Republic, you're gonna like that aspect of like Wraith Squadron and like X-Wing.
That
books.
everyone is gay? Hell yeah. Who?
I mean, even the straight ones.
His hand. Even the straight ones are gay.
Yeah, it's the best kind of book.
To the Blight. Is it called the Blight? I don't know. Oh no, that's the Santeca. Okay, his partner is Xylan Graf. It's the Grafs. Everyone is the Grafs, the Santecas, and the Staroses.
There's no Graf, is there, in the original trilogy?
I don't think so. I mean, there's no Santeca in the original trilogy.
Oh, but then, yeah, they've like retcon. I don't mind that retcon, obviously. I'm not saying that as a negative. I just mean that Lord Santeca was presumably alive during the original trilogy.
Yeah, he pops up in one of the comics or the other. I think Leia puts him in like Carbonite or something.
What?
Not literally in No, not in Carbonite. She's like, she like smuggles him in with her dresses or something to or from Cato Nemoidia.
Oh yeah, that's the thing that I got mixed up with the Poe Dameron.
Or
prison
maybe
thing.
I'm mixing it up with the Poe Dameron thing, because he's in that too.
Yes.
Yeah. I don't know. These people were my least favorite part of High Republic.
Yeah. No,
There's
fair
too
enough.
many. There's too many rich people doing weird shit.
Well, yeah, not very positive class representation then.
No,
If everyone's rich in High Republic.
not everyone, but like way too many people are either rich or Jedi,
Or military officials.
who are probably rich.
Yeah.
Yes, bounty hunters. A lot of people you don't know.
Yes,
a lot of people you do know.
Yeah. Like Taonga and all that, they're in the same organization. This is from what I'm trying to piece together from just the comics that I read in the.
So, what did you think the story was?
I think that Taonga and her wife are in the same organization as Vakora, or whatever her name is. And when Deathstick is like, Vakora, you can become the head of the organization. And she says, no, it's being ruled by this old dude who won't die. That's actually the guy that died when Taonga, well, almost died, when Taonga was like, this is my wife. And he's like, I couldn't have been more proud. And it's like, that's the old dude that was in charge. That now, and Vakora is going to take control of it because Deathstick said so, because Crimson Dawn said so.
You've got it exactly backwards.
How?
So they weren't the Unbroken Clan, they were in fact the Mourner's Wail.
Okay.
Like the big overarching story.
I thought that was the name of the planet.
No.
But why did it say Mourner's Wail?
It said Mourner's Wail headquarters or something.
Yeah, but I assumed that was like... okay. Fair enough.
So, like, the big overarching story, not counting Baylord Valance's personal struggles and his ex.
He's like after his wife?
Sort of.
Or his daughter? I couldn't tell if it was wife or daughter.
So that child is... This is explained, but poorly. Is the child of...
Manrubi?
A lady from the Unbroken Clan and a guy from the Mourner's Veil, or vice versa.
Oh, sorry,
and the guy like killed the wife because it's like a Romeo and Juliet situation. They're not supposed to be together, and so the guy was like, well, I have to kill the evidence that we were together.
By killing
his wife and daughter. But I don't remember who stops him.
Okay.
And that is the child who is like the potential heir of both Mourner's Veil and the Unbroken Clan.
Okay, because I know that Taonga is after the same child that Valance was like protecting.
Yeah, but they want to like protect her and make her the leader, whereas the Unbroken Clan want to kill her.
And it's unrelated to Dengar's wife, Manrui.
Completely unrelated.
Okay, it's just that just so happens that all of them have like these...
There's a lot of wife play.
Yeah. And they all just so happen to like not be in the story and not have any agency. And very cool.
Yeah, and the child, well, the wife has some agency.
I thought she's in prison.
Sorry, Dengar's wife is in prison.
Okay.
Valance's ex-wife.
She's like that. Like
she's
on the
moved
planet.
on. She has a new husband.
I couldn't tell if she was in the Rebel Alliance or not.
She's either in the Alliance or she's in an unrelated Rebel adjacent cell.
Okay, because I was like, okay, they're rebels, but then in the next panel they were like dancing like playing in a field with the daughter. I was like, okay.
Yeah, she's like the girl from Mourner's Veil and thingy. She's hiding with Valance's ex and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. I'm glad to know that I got it completely backwards then. Did we ever find out who the person that Vakora is supplanting? Is that the person that Just Lucky and who the fuck?
That's a separate criminal organization. who's
that's
ruled
the
by the
spider
little
one.
spider lady.
That's the
yeah.
spider one. Unrelated to the other spider lady in the Boba Fett Alpha.
Unrelated to Lady Proxima.
Yeah, but she's not a spider. She's
like a shrimp.
penis shaped. Yeah.
Yeah.
Um.
Too many penis shapes.
Yeah.
One of my earliest notes is C-3PO sex toy fingers.
Does he have? I
don't remember what it's about, and I
missed
refuse to
that.
find out.
Damn it.
This is in the first mainline Star Wars issue.
First mainline one.
Luke and 3PO exposition machine, 3PO sex toy fingers.
Oh, that's the one where I wrote Nothing Burger Adventure.
That's when they go to Nar Shaddaa
yeah,
and
fuck
leave.
all happens. Yeah.
And fuck all happens.
Oh, they
and
fight
R2 remembers that he found out that potential Alter Jedi outposts,
was
and they
bullshit.
never bring it up again.
Because that's also just not. It's just not true. That's not the first time that Luke finds the Jedi outposts. Because like one of the first like canon books was written by Jason Fry, and it was Luke Skywalker going to different Jedi outposts after A New Hope.
Yeah. Heir to the Jedi or something.
Well, there was that book as well, where he does the same thing.
That's different.
That's
okay.
a different book. Yeah.
Also, in the previous arc of this series, he goes to an old Jedi outpost.
So like,
that's where he gets his yellow lightsaber.
So like,
and
why
fights a ghost
they...
of the Grand Inquisitor.
Is it?
Yeah.
Oh. So why are they making a big deal about what R2 has?
Are they making a big deal out of
well,
it?
It lasted a whole page. So like,
and then you go straight into War of the Bounty Hunters, and you go straight into Crimson Reign, and I don't think it comes up again.
No. Oh my god. And I didn't understand like why. Okay. Why have all like this criminal organization on Nar Shaddaa be called the Kanji? Meanwhile, they also bring up the Kanja Club with Sasu Leech.
I think they're the same.
No.
I mean, they're from Nar Kanji, which, same as Nar Shaddaa. I think they are tangentially related to the Hutts, I guess. So why not be on another planet?
They might.
I think that they are. I think those people are also the Kanji Club.
Okay, because they didn't make that clear.
Kanji Club, the only other time we hear about it is 30 years later. Things might have changed.
Leech is here.
Yeah, that's the same guy who gets eaten by a Rathtar.
I thought he lived.
I don't care.
He says, Sasu Leech. That's what Han says. Good to see you, or whatever.
Yeah. He's not the guy who says, "You're the dead man."
No, that's
Guavian Death Gang.
Guavian Death Gang. I love that guy.
Who is it? I don't know. What are use of the guys from the raid?
That was such a waste. But unironically, I actually like that scene on Hans Freighter.
I love Hans Freighter.
Yeah, I do. That is, that's a thumbs up sequence for me. Even though
it's
everyone
10
hates
hooray
it.
Points from me.
Whoa.
Even though people back in the day kind of shat on the CGI on the Raftars.
I think it's decent.
It's okay.
Yeah.
There's worse things.
Yeah. Speaking of
worse things.
What were your notes for the Bounty Hunter comic before I derailed it talking about who the hell Taonga is?
But I do not mention Tonga.
You don't mention.
No.
I guess it's like the only good thing is
not by name anyway.
Sasu Leech and Naked Zucker Slater.
You say the only good things, like that series was.
That's the only thing that happens.
I mean, this might be because I read the rest of the series, but it feels like that's the only series that had like any ideas behind it.
What?
Yeah. Maybe it doesn't look like it here because it's tied up in War of the Bounty Hunters, but that's the only series with like character development and like arcs that flow from one to the next, with the exception of this.
To be fair, I have heard a lot of people say the Bounty Hunter comic is very good.
It's like a slow burn. It's not flashy. It doesn't have as much fan service.
I think it suffers in War of the Bounty Hunters second most.
Potentially.
Darth Vader suffers most.
Well, it's not that much worse than the rest of it.
But I mean, War of the Bounty Hunters clearly seems like it's not integrated well because most of the things that happen in it either like don't really relate to all the bounty hunters or relate in the sense that it's just retreading what we've already seen.
Yeah, it's more of a setup for Crimson Reign than anything.
Is it? Oh my god.
Yeah, it's okay. Sidebar.
Yeah, so
I kind of want to do Crimson Reign. Maybe not next,
Yeah.
but soon.
yeah, I'm interested.
I just want you to suffer with me.
Yeah,
Because, like, the more we talk about it, I don't know that you liked it.
that I don't like. That
Did you like this series?
I thought all the bounty hunters. I enjoyed it. I read it in 2 days.
That's impressive.
I was like, yeah, I'm into it. You know, making notes while I was reading it.
good for
But I think
Anyway,
yeah, I do think like there were. This is like a lot of retreads. That's just it's the fault of
you
it
can't say that.
as a concept. You know, it's like as a massive crossover event, you're gonna have retreads.
Did you watch Netflix's Witcher?
No, I refuse because it will make me mad.
The last episode of season, I want to say 3, is literally this.
What?
It's literally structured the exact same way. It's like 10 minutes of story retold from other people's perspectives, but the other people's perspectives give you even less information than War of the Bounty Hunters.
That's annoying.
And the salt in the wound is that in the background, very annoying bards sing a song,
And you hear it constantly.
and you hear it again and again and again, and the refrain is "All is not as it seems," and you hear it constantly.
Yeah. Is this like is that season 3? Would that be Isle of Thanet?
Where
I've
the
not
Tower
seen
of the
it.
Swallow is.
They're at the Tower of the Swallow in season 3 already?
Or is that a different tower? Or
You
is
mean
it Tower of the
Sea? Yeah, Tower of the
the
Gull.
Seagull?
Yeah,
Tower of
Seagull.
the Gull.
Yeah, that's in Isle of Thanet. Yeah.
Yeah, that's where they like kill the lodge. Or
Yeah,
something.
that's when there's like the thruple betrayal. Like it's insane.
Yeah,
and
that's
if Geralt
what it
didn't
is.
just get up in the night to piss, he would have missed it all and probably died, which is very
Yeah.
funny.
But also, the main villain is there.
Yes. I almost said Rumpelstiltskin.
I
That's not his name, Vilgefortz.
Vilgefortz is there, and he fights Geralt,
Yes.
and they teleport all over the place.
Do they? I don't remember them teleporting.
Well, Ciri does crucially,
Yes,
but I
okay.
think the rest of them do as well, but like not much.
Yeah.
It's like it sucks. Was Vilgefortz like actually there in the books?
He was there. Yeah, he was on the Isle of Thanet.
Huh.
He's mainly behind the scenes.
Yeah, because
you
I didn't twig that he was the main villain until the last book.
you have to sort of like
Read between the lines.
read between the lines for most of it because like you can sort of see how his plan is coming into
Shape?
being shaped and being implemented as long as like as long as you just pay attention to what's happening in the book, I guess.
Here's my secret cap. I listened to the audiobooks while hunting for treasure on the Isles of Skellige, so I only half paid attention.
Okay, so
I listened to The Witcher while playing The Witcher.
very, very healthy.
Yes.
Skellige does not appear. Sorry.
No, not in War of the Bounty Hunters.
Yeah. Could you
Speaking of bounty hunters,
what do you think the comic story was?
bounty hunters are probably the least closely related to the plot of War of the Bounty
That's literally what I
Hunters,
just said. Yeah.
though it has the most bounty hunters warring.
Yes. Kinda?
It's interesting that bounty hunters fighting each other is the B plot of War of the Bounty Hunters, isn't it?
Honestly, it's not my dark side, but it's a huge criticism from me because, why isn't it more of a focus? It could be cool. Why do none of the bounty hunters actually die? Just introduce some jobbers.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, oh my god, it's Blorgin McBoogle. He's the greatest bounty hunter in the world. Well, Boba Fett just shoots him. Why not? Just do something like that.
The closest thing you get is IG-88 and Forlom getting destroyed, but they get rebuilt immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
Yeah. Genuinely. At least kill...
They get rebuilt so immediately that, like, it fucks up the timeline because I'm like, how can they be back so quickly?
Yeah.
Because this entire story arc takes place over like 3 days or 4 days at most. So how the fuck did Forlom's head and like so Boba Fett takes Forlom's head with
Just
him
before he leaves Nar Shaddaa.
yeah, and then he goes to Jabba's palace, chucks him out of like the
Like
the
a bridge that doesn't exist.
that doesn't exist, and then he like somehow Forlom's head like ends up in the middle of the desert, nowhere near Jabba's palace, so far removed that it has to be picked up by this random ass shirtless man with a weird hat who's riding a fucking Jewback, and then he picks it up, goes all the way to another friggin' village somewhere. Like this, he's riding on a fucking Jewback. These go like 2 miles an hour, and then like when he gets brought there, he gets given to like Kabrivitz or whatever the
Like
fuck
a
his
weird
name is.
fly man.
A weird fly man who's like avenging his innocent brother who got killed incidentally, and then like Kabrivitz builds him into this giant fucking spider mech, who then goes back to Nar Shaddaa just in time for Zuckuss to climb out of the hole that he just fell down. I'm just like, how big was this hole, or how long was Zuckuss climbing?
Not to mention, then they fight. Zuckuss grows depression.
Yes.
And goes to hang out naked in a ammonium sauna.
Yes.
To be picked up by Tonga.
Which
To then go to Jakara in time for the auction to happen.
so it's like, how is this possible?
It's
And it's the exact same thing with friggin' IG-88 because he gets chopped in half like the day before all of this happens. Then he ends up on this random ass spaceship, and he's being where this guy is building him. He's being employed by Deva, right? Am I misremembering? Deva is like, build IG-88 because I'm going to use him to kill Boba Fett.
yes.
So this is when Boba Fett's bounty is still active, which is like only for like 2 days, by the way.
Yeah, crucially, this ends with Boba Fett going back to Jabba with Han.
Which is at the end of the comic. So Boba Fett's bounty, I don't even think is active at this point, is it?
It's really unclear.
It's unclear if Boba Fett's bounty is active after the auction. But IG-88 is like found, rebuilt from being sliced in half, reprogrammed by the guy to kill everyone that's useless, immediately kills the guy that programs him, which is pretty funny actually.
Yeah.
And then he goes to Tatooine to ambush Boba Fett, not like to like catch up with him, but to lie in wait for Boba Fett to land in the desert for no fucking reason. And like, which does not happen in the friggin' War of the Bounty Hunters comic. This just happens in between panels. So he lands in the middle of the desert for no fucking reason, only to just like pretend to be ambushed by IG-88, and then like
freeze him
he
with like tube gas
crucially does not go through with killing IG-88
for reasons.
Yeah, and then he just like
he doesn't even like respect any bounty hunters, considering that he crucified Bosk earlier in the series.
Yeah. That was pretty funny. Bosk was like, my legs!
And then then he spends like several issues eating whatever meat he can find so he can regrow his limbs.
That was pretty funny. And he gets picked up by Tonga and that.
And he joins the crew.
Yeah, nice.
Probably only to betray them soon after, because that's how that series goes.
Yeah.
It's a revolving door of characters, and it rules.
Yeah. But no, that genuinely, like, the IG-88 thing and the full long head, like, I know they're just, like, one-shots, but, like, they just don't work.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Also, like, consider how long does this event take place? Because, like, from the events that take place, it looks like the entire auction is like 20 minutes long.
I think it's like 20 minutes long.
And then like everyone starts fighting and the Crimson Dawn leaves.
No,
but
crucially, not everyone starts fighting. There's like only 2 people fighting.
Yeah, just basically Huts attack the Executor.
That happens at the end. And
that happens at the end. But also crucially, during all of that, Afra is like mugging people. Well, mugging one person
in the bathroom.
And then she gets knocked out and put in prison and then gets out.
Afra's story that happens concurrently to everything that happens lasts longer than everything else, even though it
Yes.
happens at the same time. Because like this story arc like convinces you that this is like super long running or whatever. But yeah, everything just happens in 20 minutes because everything's retreading the same ground.
Lest you forget, it came out across the span of 6 months.
Yeah, so it like really fools you into thinking like, wow,
If not longer.
yeah, like it has to happen like maximum like 3 days, right? And most of the comic issues happen within like the same hour.
Yeah. Except the ones that take place, like, they are completely unconnected, like Luke's dogfighting adventures, or half the stuff that happens in Vader.
Well, that's the thing. Like, I think it has to be at least a couple of days because, crucially,
The auction.
Well, the
event that leads into the auction.
that leads into the auction has to take a couple of days because Valance and Dengar are on Nar Shaddaa while all the shit is happening.
Mm-hmm.
But then they go to Canto Bight and then fight Deathstick, who's just
A shuttle that takes 2 days to get there or something.
No, they took a shuttle that takes 2 days to get away from.
Okay.
Oh wait, is it to Nar Shaddaa?
I think it's from Nar Shaddaa to Canto Bight.
Why the fuck would they do that? Yeah, so they took at least 2 days to get to Canto Bight.
Mm-hmm.
Deathstick did all of her things.
Deathstick is everywhere.
Yeah.
She's like freaking Game of Thrones season 7ing all over the place.
Well, I mean, she only has to go from whatever planet had the hostage, or whatever planet had Vakora, Nar Shaddaa, and then Canto Bight, and then back to Jakara, or whatever it's called. So she only really had to teleport a couple places. But when you're like reading it, you're just like, "Ugh," because like it's not that clear. What the hell's happening?
This series makes just about enough sense when you read it in trade.
Yeah.
But let me tell you, reading it week to week was torture.
Yeah. No, I can imagine because like it's just like what?
But basically at least the bounty hunter stuff boils down to is Valance and Dengar are hunting Fett. The rest of the crew continue the main plot of the war between Unbroken Clan and Mourner's Wail, I guess, with some Crimson Dawn shenanigans thrown in. Dengar betrays Valance. Valance betrays Dengar. Teams up with Boba. Boba betrays Valance. Vader captures Valance. And seemingly turns him human again, which is not what happens, but it looks like it.
Yeah, it does.
If anything, he makes him more robotic.
Whoa!
Because he starts erasing his memes.
Oh my god, my memes! I quite liked Dengar and Valance's dynamic. I actually became out as a Dengar fan.
I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
It is, in fact, Pride Month.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, no, I did quite like him. There's good bromance. I liked how it ends with Dengar almost getting eaten by big fish. I love that he did draw like a knife, like he was gonna fight that big fish.
Dengar is cool.
Yeah.
He doesn't win, but he's cool.
Yeah.
He does things. He goes toe-to-toe with Boba Fett. For a moment.
Yeah. Well,
yeah. And Boba Fett can beat Luke sometimes.
Sometimes. Boba Fett can set Chewbacca on fire whilst not burning any of his hair off.
Yeah, and it smells horrible, but no one cares.
No one cares. That does have my favourite panel of all time, though.
Which one is that?
Beat his ass, Chewbacca.
Yeah, that went really hard. I'm not sure if that's before he's... That has to be after he's like in that cloak and talks to Afra and she thinks he's a clone.
Yeah, so that whole bit, that bit is unnecessary because we see it from like at least 2, maybe 3 perspectives. But it's unnecessary because Boba Fett goes to Afra and is like, I know who you are. And it's like, when I tell you to make a distraction.
And then she doesn't.
And then she doesn't do it. And also Boba Fett doesn't do anything either. And then Kira at the end was like, oh yeah, when I was doing the auction, I set it up so that like the Lando and Leia could like steal Han Solo in this time. So like presumably Boba Fett could have also stolen. I don't know.
I don't know.
That whole bit was bullshit when Kira was like going, actually, I was helping you this whole time. It was like, I'm glad that the next page was Leia saying, you're full of shit. That you were not helping us. You made this 100 times more difficult than if you just fucking gave him to us. That bit was so good.
Yeah, I did like when she tells like a long story about why Han is so special, and Leia's like, was any of that true? And Kira just does a face.
Yeah, she's like,
Oh. Kira was like the main character of Star Wars for full 2 years. Do you
Yeah.
realize what I'm saying to you right now?
Yeah, I didn't realize that. I didn't realize that Kira had that. I don't mean to be mean, but I
She's
didn't
the main
realize she had
character
that much
of-
character.
She's the main character of War of the Hunty the Hunty Bunters.
The War of the Hunty Bunters.
We got our title.
Oh my
She's
god.
the main character of this through Hidden Empire.
Yeah, and then I know she just ends up in like Chalmun's cantina at the end of all of it.
Yes, she's just yeah, she's like, I don't know if she's literally listening to Leia say this or if that's just like backdrop to off-screen Leia's
Yeah.
talking to someone else, but she's like, you know, when you really think about it, if it wasn't for Lady Kira, we would have never beaten the Empire.
She actually says that?
Yes, because this whole Crimson Dawn thing distracted the Empire enough for the rebels to regroup.
If I was Kira and I wanted to defeat the Empire and I had moles in the Empire so big that like, you know,
They could have burrowed through the entire asteroid
I would
field.
literally say, okay, all my sorry, why does Kira not simply tell all of her Imperial moles to kill themselves? You would take out a big chunk if like all of the moles on the Executor go like, okay, now we're suicide bombing the Executor. Bam, Executor gone. Why don't you like Galen Erso is probably Crimson Dawn as well, maybe.
He's long dead.
Well, I mean, Crimson Dawn's been around for a while. Clearly, Boku the Hutt, he was Crimson Dawn.
This is true.
Kira said, "Kill yourself," and he basically did.
Literally.
So, it's
Whenever
like,
she
why
does-
didn't she just do that if she really wanted to help defeat the Empire later? You know?
What do you think... Let me ask you this, Freddy. What do you think Crimson Reign is about?
So I think Crimson Reign is about Crimson
I guess
Dawn.
we're in nitty-gritty now anyway,
Yeah.
by the way.
Well, we sort of have been and haven't been.
For the last 50 episode, we've not really taken well to the idea of crochet granite.
It's fine. I like that.
It's when we try to stay on topic.
Yeah. So my idea of Hidden Empire
Mm-hmm.
is that...
Crimson
Reign.
Reign comes first.
Okay, my idea of Crimson Reign is that Crimson Dawn is out and about. And then Kira is like... I think Kira... I've got no fucking clue. I'm just like, wait, what can happen? What can actually happen?
And then what do you think Hidden Empire is? And why do you think they are two separate events?
Okay, so maybe Crimson Reign is like Crimson Dawn. Maybe they use the Knights of Ren to like... They can't destabilize the Empire though, can they? Because otherwise something would happen. Maybe it's like, okay, all moles inside the Empire expose yourself as Crimson Dawn, so Crimson Dawn suddenly becomes like big, and then at the end of Crimson Reign, or Hidden Empire, sorry, Crimson Dawn is like just destroyed.
That would be kind of lame, wouldn't it?
Well, I'm assuming that's what happens, because like there's no Crimson Dawn after Return of the Jedi.
That you know about.
What? Are you not going to tell me what is, if I'm right or wrong?
I kind of want us to actually
Okay.
do Crimson Reign and Hidden Empire
I
now.
actually have no clue what it can be about, because like this doesn't. What does this introduce? It introduces the weird Sith artifacts that Kira has.
Yeah, she has like some sort of a collection.
Yeah.
Yeah, she has like a
So-
weird kill yourself weapon, basically, that Aphra
Yeah.
uses. on a
Why
bunch of
again? Why
people.
doesn't she just do that against the Empire?
It would be interesting if she did.
Clearly, Leia is correct. Well, apart from at the end, when she's saying that Kira is not helping them enough. I cannot possibly understand what Kira could do to make her invaluable to the Rebel Alliance. I just don't know.
You know what? I'm not gonna tell you.
Okay.
Let's do Crimson Dawn. Maybe not next, because I think it's longer and we will need some time to read through
Yeah.
it, and I want to go back to Clone Wars.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's just... After we're done with this, I will send you a link to where you can buy the next omnibus.
Amazing.
And
Yeah.
let's get to it, because
like-
I'm invested in you finding out.
I just don't. Yeah, it's interesting, but also, is it?
I don't know.
I will. Yeah, I'm up for that.
It might sort of ruin your read-through of these canon comics, but also you might forget.
I don't think I'm gonna read the mainline Star Wars series.
I feel like this era is not super worth it anyways.
It kind of annoys me, some of the like ideas and panels like I that exist. Like I don't like the Task Force 99 existing.
They're mostly in the previous era.
Yeah, in the
Oh, you mean Scar Squadron?
but yeah,
the
but
stormtrooper with a lightsaber.
Yes,
Yeah.
but that's Task Force 99
Because well,
because at the time
because Bad Batch wasn't a thing yet.
it was like, oh, we're never going to be able to do this, so let's just do it now.
I only just realized that they literally are the Bad Batch.
Yeah.
They've got a big guy, they've got a guy with a melee weapon.
Yeah. Well, it is also just very generic.
Yeah, and also they're not clones or even stormtroopers.
Are they not storm? Why are they wearing?
Well, I guess they must be, but like, you know the comic where like everyone has a lightsaber.
Yeah.
They're in a coliseum, and the guy with a lightsaber is the guy that like runs the coliseum for Gracchus the Hutt.
Not the same Coliseum.
I think it's a different
Wormtown
Colosseum.
Arena,
I think it's different.
but that's also on Nar Shaddaa, right?
Yes.
Because that's what they mention.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's so many like clunky little bits. There's like, wow, this is crazy being on Nar Shaddaa. Remember the last time we were on Nar Shaddaa and we fought that giant fucking hut?
They literally are that bit from Red Letter Media. No, they genuinely, the amount of terrible exposition in that issue is staggering.
Yeah.
Especially knowing that Charles Soule is a good writer.
Yeah, it was odd, if I'm honest.
It was a lot odd.
And I think like some of the way that motivations were like told was also clunky.
Mhm.
Like Valance's whole like Han Solo mishap.
Valance's hole?
Yeah, Valance's whole bigger in the War of the Bounty Hunters, smaller in Bounty Hunters. You notice that?
I have not actually.
So when like Boba blows up his chest
Hmm.
at the end of War of the Bounty Hunters, it's like looks catastrophic. But then in Bounty Hunters, he's like still shooting.
Oh yeah. I guess they didn't really think that through, huh?
Yeah, like his like entire rib cage is like open at the end of War of the Bounty Hunters.
I don't remember if this is really true, but I suppose he must have like a small amount of self-repairing.
I
He
thought
can't
that-
have much. But...
I thought that too, but not only were his clothes regenerated, then, but also at the end of the Bounty Hunter comic, his rib cage goes back to being quite opened.
Hmm.
So I'm just like, this feels like no one got the memo.
Yeah.
But
Don't worry about it.
what I meant about like Valance's whole thing is that his motivation in this comic to help Han Solo because he feels bad for Han Solo thinking that he was going to kill him, but when actually he didn't want to kill him, and Han Solo like gave him the stink eye and was like, "I saved your life," and then Valance is like, "No, Han Solo, I'm sorry."
They were buddies.
Yeah,
Which
they were roommates.
They were roommates. Actually, let me walk that back. It was actually
They were.
I don't remember which one came first. If it was Han Solo Imperial
Cadets.
Cadet or Target Vader, but yeah,
I think Target Vader. No,
it's been a long time.
If Target Vader introduced Valance in canon for the first
Well, that's
time.
what I'm saying. I don't remember if that is true.
Oh.
If doesn't really matter. It must have. It must have. It must have been the first.
I just thought it was a little bit clunky.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like enough.
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like you would do the things you do. But also Valance. thing about him, he's like a big sad sack. He doesn't
Yeah.
mope around much, but
He kind of does.
for a cyborg, he's like cyborg full of emotion. Like he's all about, oh, my wife, oh, my friend. Not that kind of my wife.
Make sweat.
Oh,
I do like
will
how-
go to war for you, my friend. Not.
Nah. I like how Dengar does call him out. He's like, for a guy that doesn't say much, we've sure got a lot to say. That's probably not the exact quote. That sounds clunky. It was better in the actual comic.
Yeah. Did you like it when he like killed a Kowakian monkey lizard that was annoying him on that shuttle?
Yeah, I sort of noticed that. I feel like there's a panel missing.
Sort of. It looks like it. Yeah.
Because I'm like, that monkey lizard went from like harassing his neck to dead in like way to... No, not dead. To like about to be eaten by like someone else, right?
I don't. Or was that its owner?
That's what I wasn't
Are
sure.
they people?
Yeah,
Salacious Crumb like has a full name.
Salacious
Bee
Bee
Crumb.
Crumb. Yeah. Not to be confused with Salacious Bee Cum. From
That's What Will You?
Yes, what will you? Is that like Watto's brother? Are you saying that Watto's surname is Bee Cum?
It's What Tambor's brother.
Oh my god! What'll you? And Watto. We found Watto's surname! No, so what Tambor's surname? Oh my god.
What Tambor's, I think, son is in the Vader comic, either during or just before
Jeffrey?
Hidden Empire. I don't remember his name. He has legs.
What?
Yeah.
Okay.
Look up the Tambor Gambit.
Isn't that whole point that they're supposed to look like Zurg from Toy Story?
Yeah, I genuinely thought that they'll canonically have wheels. I don't know if they do.
That's kind of fun.
Tambor Gambit. Yeah, see, he's like stepping through the fog. He looks rough.
I don't like that. It looks weird.
Yeah. Oh yeah, he does like a big jump with a spear.
That looks like a Batman trace.
It
from a
might well
distance.
be. It might well be. I think he's another of the people that's like, oh, let's kill Vader. Oh, let's actually work with Vader. But
I
oh
fucking
no,
hate-
we're going to betray him.
Fucking, I can't stand that kind of plot line. I just can't stand it.
It's a bad comic for bad people.
Well-
But have you considered that the Death Troopers are there?
In this comic,
In the Vader comic. Well, they're in here too.
they're in War of the Bounty Hunters.
Yeah. I don't know why they exist.
They're there for one panel,
Yeah.
then they disappear. Because Vader just like hijacks the. It was quite funny actually, because he hijacks the auction and like, I'm taking Han Solo now, and then Jabba's like, but I bought Han Solo, and it's like, what? Sly Moore, did you not like fucking win the auction? That was your one job. I was like, oh, Darth Vader wasn't just gonna take him. He was like gonna take him after Sly Moore won.
Or he was testing her, or both. It's
Yeah.
really unclear
'Cause
what he actually wanted.
Sly Moore-
Because he's also got Boku there, who's this plant.
It's like, Boku, you're going to bid because you're going to humiliate yourself as the fucking hut cuck you are. And then Boku's like, why? With his big hands, he's like outstretched.
He's also a buff Jabba.
And he's
Hutt.
only got huge fucking hands in the Darth Vader comic.
Mm-hmm.
In the other comics, he looks like normal.
Yeah.
It's really weird.
He looks. One of my other notes is Boku looks like shit.
Yes.
He looks like the VHS CGI Jabba.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
I agree.
at least in that one comic.
I think I know the comic you mean. But yeah,
The one where I think the one with the big hands.
he's got the big hands in every Vader comic.
Hmm.
But yeah, Boku is like,
He looks gross.
he's a weirdo.
Speaking of weirdos, did you like
Ochi? No.
Marlo?
Marlo? Oh,
Marlo the
yeah, Marlo
Hutt was
in it.
there. Our
Marlo.
favorite Giga Chad.
Yeah, and he was like, "Oh, but I think we should make an alliance with Chancellor Lena. So I hear that she's a pretty good up and coming chancellor." I was like, "Bro, that was like 200 years ago."
he might be the oldest non-Force entity that we know.
Yeah, that was pretty funny.
I fully believe this. I like this. He died.
He did die, which was a bit sad. Did you know that his hair is actually a parasite? It's a parasitic life form that lives on his head.
I did not know that.
Yeah.
It's like that. It's like that episode of The Simpsons where Snake dies.
That's such a good episode. Where it's a Treehouse of Horror, but
Well,
it's so good, and it's like holding the gun as well.
He looks like a big tooth. Have you ever played Simpsons Hit and Run?
Yes, yeah, around my friend's house.
Yeah, that hair is one of the hidden items you can pick up as a collectible, and I thought it was a big tooth.
Does it look like a tooth?
Probably not.
It's brown.
Eh,
If your tooth looks like that, go to the dentist.
I think you pick it up as Lisa, but I might just be thinking of Lisa's braces from the dental plan episode.
That's the strike one, isn't it?
Dental plan.
Yeah.
Lisa needs braces.
Dental plan.
Lisa needs braces.
Yeah.
Is it also the same one where Lenny goes,
Yeah,
where he has a big thumbs up?
I think so, yeah.
And it's a meme for some reason. It's a frame from The Simpsons, of course it's a meme.
Yeah. No, I liked Marlowe the Heart, but I think my favorite weirdo was I liked Ochi in this comic, apart from the end.
Ochi is fun,
He is a fun because I like him because he's such a fucking loser.
but like competent.
He's a competent loser, but
He keeps getting his ass kicked,
yeah,
but
which is
not
so
dying.
funny.
Yeah.
I've seen the panel before, but I do really like the like kicking down the door. It's like, I'm Ochi of Bestoon, instantly just decked, like instantly. It's like, yeah, that's my guy.
Ochi of Bestoon might be the best thing to come out of Rise of Skywalker.
Yeah,
Maybe the fucking Babu Fricks
yeah,
in The Mandalorian, but only in the movie.
yeah. Big pipe, huh? Well, you didn't like them in the TV
Bad
show.
baby. I thought they were annoying back then as well.
Well, maybe you were just a hater.
Remind me, when did that show come out? 2024?
Probably, yeah.
I was not having a good time in 2024.
Yeah.
Yeah. But that's neither near nor hair.
Near door haired, near door snake hair.
Near nor there.
Bunty.
The hell do we do with this, Freddy?
Yeah.
There is like 34 issues of... There's 34 issues, but maybe like 10, at a push 15 of substance.
I don't know. I mean, I liked the Luke centered Star Wars mainline comic
Let's talk about that.
because he's like saving like this like rebel outpost slash
Like a division, I
rebel
think.
fleet that's grounded, and then there's like a Star Destroyer that's like parked on top of a dormant volcano, and then they like blow up the volcano, and it's pretty cool.
And then it turns out that this entire time Mon Mothma was there, and maybe Admiral Akbar.
I literally wrote, "Oh my god, Mon Mothma!" That was literally.
Did you
like,
clap?
Yeah, I did. I was like, "Yeah, I love Mon Mothma."
And also, crucially, Luke is not the one who manages to blow up the volcano because he's so shook up by his duel with Vader that he can't do shit.
How long has passed?
Not too long.
Because there is another Star Wars mainline arc before this called like Starlight Squadron.
Yes. And like Weapon of the Jedi or something.
Yeah.
Where he fights Ghost of the Grand Inquisitor.
That happens immediately after episode 5.
Maybe not immediately, but like soon.
I'm not sure how I feel about
It's
that.
not quite clear how much time has passed, but clearly not much because Boba Fett was still on the way to Jabba.
Oh my god, yeah, I've never even considered that. Why didn't... Wait. I'm not even considered the fact that, like... Fucking hell. Why does this comic even exist?
I don't know!
How? Oh my god. That's like actually just shattered it.
I guess
in my
maybe...
mind.
I mean, maybe the implication was that he was at the Carbonite Doctor, the Basilisk with
Well,
the
like,
feather
he
hair
was-
for like a few weeks.
He was fighting in the arena. He like killed everyone in the arena.
He looked someone who looked suspiciously like Rumpsleg.
Oh, is that the guy that you
Scullycon?
Scalicon.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even notice Scalicon.
Like you don't see it's like a guy in like a brown diver suit
Yeah.
named Scullycon.
Pretty cool. I read that was my favorite issue.
Honestly, yeah. It had good art, it
Yeah,
had
it had-
fun action.
That arena, Wormtown Arena, way better than the arena on in The Mandalorian and Grogu.
Oh yeah. I'm
Like
a real
100
sucker for arenas that like change to suit the fighters.
Yeah.
Like I assume you've like never watched Pokemon as a kid, but
Sorry.
that was one of the best things about like gym battles or like at the end where they did a tournament arc when they were like, oh, we are in a volcano gym, so we fight in a volcano, or like when it's the final tournament arc, they were like, let's randomly select the environment for this battle, and then like the battlefield like opens up and there's like a fucking swamp there for some reason.
Yeah.
Yeah, this felt like that kind of a battle arena, especially when he fights the spider lady and she like there's like platforms and there's spider webs everywhere, and it's like, oh, this is my home turf. You're gonna die, Django, because yeah, he dyes his his suit black and he calls himself Django.
Yeah, I don't like that kind of thing.
What on earth?
Yeah.
Why didn't he call himself like after his real dad, Embo?
No, his real dad is Bosk.
Yeah.
That was Bosk is the only one that stands up for him in some of the mid seasons of Clone Wars.
Bosk Buffett.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My name's Cad Bane.
What was Obi-Wan's name when he was bald?
Reiko Hardeen.
Reiko Hardeen. Boba Fett was in the box, wasn't he?
No.
Sorry, I'm conflating the Cube story arc with the fact that Boba Fett was in a box.
Boba Fett was still in prison during the box. And so was Bosk. And that's where like Bosk like defended Boba when there was that fight that broke out in the prison. It's so funny that they put a literal child in a high security adult prison.
Was that after he tried to kill Mace Windu?
Yes.
Okay. When he's still like blended in with the tiny fets.
Yeah,
the tiny clones.
Yes, he was still a kid.
What happened with the child who played young Boba?
Daniel Logan. He still goes to like Comic-Cons and stuff.
Daniel Logan?
Yeah, that's his name.
Sounds familiar. Maybe because he was in Star Wars.
Because he is the guy that plays young Boba.
Because he's young Boba, yeah.
Yeah,
Does he voice young Boba?
He does, yeah. Which is pretty cool, actually.
You know, hot take, Freddy. Star Wars?
Is that the
Lenny face?
Lenny thumbs
Not
up?
Lenny
Lenny
face.
face.
That's something
different.
else.
That's different.
That's something else. That's booty, right?
Yeah, there's no Lenny face required in this comic, I don't think.
Because there's no booty? Or no Lenny Simpson?
Either.
Does he have a name?
Lenny... I almost said Kravitz. It's not
No,
Lenny
it's not Lenny Kravitz.
Lenny... It's Lenny and Carl.
It's Lenny Carl and Carl Lenny.
No, yeah, it's Lenny Carlson and Carl Lennison.
Are you serious?
I think it actually is. Which is so
That's really
fucking
cool. I like that. Yeah. It's fun when Luke is like flying around, and I can't. If the dogfight with Vader was told in sequence,
yeah, rather than over like 10 issues,
I would think that it was actually really fun.
Yeah.
Because there's a lot of Vader being like, you do not matter, and only if you join me things will go well. Which, you know, is the least less cool part, but there's a lot of Luke being very defined and defeating him through trickery rather than sheer power and stuff like that. And there's also droids there repairing him for some reason.
What the fuck was on about those? Those were the same droids, right?
That's the droid crush.
What is the droid crush? Is that similar to droid Gotra?
I don't think so.
What are they crushing? Why are they the same droid type as that appears as the Gunrunner droid in Mandalorian and Grogu?
I was wondering if it picked up on that.
Yeah.
I
And I was wondering why no one else picked up on that about like Mandalorian and Grogu trivia. Like no one picks that up.
probably because it's like a droid type, and droid types are just types of droids.
Yeah.
You know, like why is 000 the same type of droid as C-3PO?
Yeah.
Who
Where
knows?
is 000? Is he
Sorry?
dead?
During this?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
He pops up later. I don't know where he ends up at the very... I know he's in Dark Droids, and I think he survives.
Yeah.
He's a part of the reunited D Squad.
Ooh, is Miba Gascon there?
I don't think so. But
Sad.
Cutie Katie is.
Oh my god, what? Real?
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. It's actually kind of fun.
Yeah, is that a good aspect of Dark Droids?
Yeah.
Ah.
But it's weird that it's like a fun, almost seemingly unrelated comic relief thing, and it's like one of the few important things that happen.
Ooh.
Yeah, because I think they help Ajax Prime to get to the Scourge and fight him.
I'm going to pretend to know what any of that is.
We'll get there. Yeah.
So what was the deal with the droid crash? Why did they repair Luke's ship? And they were like, you must succeed.
So the thing about Darth Vader, the comic, is none of it makes sense and things keep happening. There's a lot of droids that have a vendetta against Vader and want to kill him for reasons that elude me.
Okay.
I, like, you know, at multiple points, Vader fights a fuck ton of random droids that want to kill him and hack into his armor.
Well, I didn't even
That
know...
happens at the beginning with IG-88.
Yeah, I didn't even know why he went to that planet.
I don't know.
No, but he didn't kill IG-88 then. He kills him later in that garden that I think is on Coruscant.
Must be.
And then that's where like they were having a secret meeting with Sly Moore.
Yeah, they're
and
like,
then-
we have 1,000,000 hands or something.
yeah, and then they just get like killed.
Yeah. And Slymore is fine.
Yeah, she's just demoted, and she goes to like the Bureau of Alien Imperials.
She becomes a
She becomes a sub.
sub-administrator more.
Yeah.
But hey, in episode 50, she's back on top, baby. 'Cause she was working for Palpatine the whole time.
That's clearly this comic was not written with that in mind.
No.
Like clearly,
Or maybe it was just poorly.
because like she's already working for Palpatine.
Yeah, but there's a difference between working for Palpatine and working for Palpatine.
But she was already trying to betray Vader on Palpatine's orders, but she was actually...
Do you remember what Vader told to Boku the Hutt? Like, when you make yourself look like the lowliest of worms, like no one will see you coming.
Sorry. That's so sad.
you're-
Poor Boku. Bless him.
If you're the biggest cuck, no one will ever see you come.
Yeah.
And that's the story of Vader 2020.
I mean, he did get his balls burnt off on Mustafar.
Is that canon?
Probably.
I don't think balls were canon in Star Wars yet. Actually, no. Sperm is canon.
Sperm is canon. We know sperm is canon.
But I guess that doesn't imply balls, because that's where pee is stored.
Oh, yeah.
But wait, pee is canon in Star Wars because Wedge Antilles pees.
Yeah, right. He was about to pee.
But also, that's not in Legends. So I don't know if pee is canon in Legends.
I'm not sure, actually. Maybe.
Maybe.
May pee, yeah.
Migs may pee.
Whoa. A P5.
Whoa.
Oh my god. He's just got a piss fetish. No! Alan Rickman droid. No.
Oof, he's getting sent to wherever Zero the Hutt went.
Yeah, Jesus Christ. Right, he died, didn't he?
Well, later.
Did he die on Teth? I think that was on Teth, right?
Doesn't he come back in another series? In another freaking thing?
Yeah,
because
no, he goes
Sice
to
Noodles
Teth.
kills
Yeah,
him.
on Teth, I think.
Back
But,
but that's later.
yeah.
Why did he go back to Theth?
I don't know. I have very vague memories of that whole like episode.
Wait, does Jabba live there? Is that why Rota was there?
No, it was like another Boromar monastery, but it's within. Well, it's just outside of Hut Space
And Rota was there
because
It's
Asajj
like his
Ventress
nursery or
kidnapped
something?
him.
Oh, I see. She kidnapped him and took him there.
Yeah,
Okay.
we did a whole episode on this.
This was 5 years ago, Freddy.
Yeah, we did a whole episode on it, and why you were saying like Asajj Ventress was like that for the dads.
That was a real Anyface moment.
But why does that keep happening in the early seasons of Clone Wars? It's
Because
really
it's...
weird.
I don't know. Because it's pre-Disney, and pre-Disney era was wild.
Yeah.
And Obi-Wan keeps raising his eyebrow at the thought of
He's like,
Ventress's ass.
It's like, oh my
Ass,
god.
ass. She's the assassin.
Well, ass is canon in this in
What do you
War of
mean
the Bounty.
ass is canon?
Ass is canon in War of the Bounty Hunters.
What do you mean?
In War of the Bounty Hunters. Because Lando says beat his ass.
Okay.
Yeah.
He doesn't say beat his Shrango or something.
Beat his Shrango, Chewbacca. It doesn't have the same ring to
Slop his Wook.
it. Slop his Wook, Chewbacca.
Whatever happened to that old Wookiee that they found on Nar Shaddaa and took home with
he just
them?
fucked off.
He
I
just
think he
disintegrated.
he was like, oh yeah, what's his name? Schlump. He like Chewbacca knows him back in the day on Kessel. Schlump has decided to not live on Nar Shaddaa anymore, so he's fucked off. Like that, they say that. I think.
Wouldn't it be like interesting if he like joined them to the like to the auction, and he was like the first to recognize Lady Kira?
Whoa, that could be cool.
Because she was on Kessel.
And he's like, "Rrr," and Chewbacca's like, "Rrr," and Lando decides not to translate it.
Because he doesn't want to remind Leia of his almost late... Would you call Han her boyfriend at this point?
Han was her boyfriend when they were both like 16.
What?
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 Why is that a what?
Oh,
moment?
you're talking about Kira. I'm talking about Leia.
Yeah, no. Han was Leia's boyfriend when she was 18 and he was 30. Completely ethical.
Completely ethical, but also, would you call her his... No? Yes. Would you call her his girlfriend in episode 5? Because he, like, creeps on her, then they, like, kiss once,
No.
and they say they love each other.
No, that's just, like, classic moment just there.
It's classic 80s romance.
Yeah. No, I mean...
This guy, almost double her age, forces himself on her, basically.
Ignore that part, because she let him do it.
Sure.
It doesn't work if it is forced. Otherwise, it just becomes bad. This is the whole reason why
She's like, she's like it's like a romance novel thing. She's like being defiant, but really she isn't.
Yeah.
It's like Daenerys with Khal Drogo. No is the only word that he knows, but like she like grabs his hand and says yes and puts his hand.
It happens in the book.
Not in the show.
Not in the show. But I mean, she is like 16 in the book.
Isn't she like 13?
Actually, no, she's 13. So technically, I mean,
how old is Drogo?
I mean,
is the age difference less than between Leia and Han?
Holy shit! Oh my god! In canon, Han is younger than he was in Legends, I think.
Maybe.
He must be.
Like, he is still at least 10 years older.
Yes.
But like, do you reckon that in Legend he's like old enough to be their dad?
I don't know. I need to like... No Time for Sleep, I must have answers. But it's like...
Oh my god, it's 8 o'clock?
It is 8 o'clock. I don't know how we managed to talk this. My computer
We're still in Crochet Granite.
My computer is saying update at 2016. And like, that's in 15 minutes. I don't want to do that.
We gotta go.
I don't want to update my computer in 15 minutes, bruv. Wait, how old is Han Solo in like Legends? Like, I need to actually know. Because this is like important wook slopping material.
I'm gonna Google his age in canon.
So in Legends, he was born in 29 BBY. So he was 29 years old in A New Hope.
And he was born in 32 BBY in canon.
He's older in canon.
He's actually older.
What the fuck? Why would they do that?
He was 62 when he died?
What a legend.
That doesn't sound right. Yeah, freaking Solo takes place in 10 BBY.
Oh my god, he was 32 in A New Hope.
That's awful.
Why would they do that? That's so fucking weird.
Well, 34 in canon in New Hope. 32 in Legends, 34 in canon. Wait, no.
No, he was
Sorry,
born in
29 in Legends,
Yeah.
32 in canon.
Yeah.
This sucks, dude.
Why would they do that?
This sucks.
Well, at least Leia was 20 when they got together, when they first kissed.
That's less bad.
And then
but
21 when they got married. But that also means that he was 35 when they got married and she was 21.
Well, that's the age he spent in Carbonite count.
How was he in Carbonite for a year?
Surely.
Maybe, yeah. Oh, what did you think? That reminds me.
Mhm.
Talking about creepiness and whether or not like their relationship, blah 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 blah. What's your opinion on the line where Feather Lips Basilisk was like, let's hope he's not conscious. Let's hope Han Solo's not conscious inside the Carbonite. Do you think Han Solo is
Not
conscious?
this again.
What?
Not the freaking Boba Fett and Han in Carbonite thing.
Not
again.
that image, which is my favorite image from Legends. But do you think Han Solo is conscious?
I do not think so.
His character changes so much between Empire Strikes Back and Return of the Jedi.
Does he now?
Well, he kind of does. He's suddenly like more happy-go-lucky. He's like head over heels with Leia. He's more understanding. He's more... It has nothing to do with Harrison Ford being done with Star Wars.
Well, maybe not fully conscious. Maybe there's like background activity, but also like he goes from, peak cocky Han through torture,
Yeah.
through Carbonite,
Yeah.
to being weak and being carried by Leia for like a half an hour.
Yeah.
Blindly, accidentally killing Boba Fett.
Boba. Yeah.
And then he becomes a general.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't he be happy?
I guess, yeah. Fair.
But then he like immediately gets like fed up with his home life and becomes a deadbeat dad and then fucks off.
That's only when Kylo...
When he's like 10, yeah, but like...
What? No, it's when Kylo turns to the dark side he does that.
Oh, you wouldn't have read the freaking Old Man Han comic from fairly recently.
No, so that's a contentious issue.
Yeah.
Of when that actually takes place in the timeline.
The flashbacks...
The Falcon, yeah.
Yeah, the Hunt for the Falcon, but the flashbacks to when he's like being a dad
Yeah.
can't be that contentious. They can be contentious due to its like quality.
I think it's contentious as to when that like miniseries actually takes place.
It can't be long before it, because Unkar Plot already has the Falcon.
Yeah.
He can't have it for that long.
Because some people think the Falcon got like stolen before Shadows of the Sith, which is before Bloodline. So therefore it's before Kylo turns to the dark side.
But also, like, how long did Boba Fett have Han?
Oh my god, yeah.
How long is anything? Time in Star Wars makes no sense, and that's the point.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Why does it take 48 hours to get to Canto Bight from Nar Shaddaa? I don't know.
Meanwhile, in Last Jedi, it takes like 20 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Or does it take 12? Wait, how long does it take?
It can't be long.
And they have 12 hours of fuel, and they get to and from
They get thrown in prison. They run around with horses.
Yeah.
And they come back with plenty of time to go on top of what is it? The violator? What is
The Violator.
What's the
no,
supremacy?
they can't name as that like a Star Trek called the Violator.
It's the name of a clown from Spawn.
Also, the name of violating.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to call violinists now. Yeah.
Oof.
I'm a violator?
Hmm.
Yeah.
Barely. No.
Can I just also mention quickly, like, speaking about the Falcon,
Yeah.
there was a bit at the end of War of the Bounty Hunters. I don't know if it was in the mainline Star Wars comic or in the War of the Bounty Hunters comic or whatever, but there was a mole, a Crimson Dawn operative on the Executor who like let the Millennium Falcon get tractor beamed.
Oh, Mole in the sense of Crimson Dawn Mole,
Yeah.
not Darth Maul.
Not Darth Maul.
Although, you know,
Maybe.
they're related anyway.
So like the Millennium Falcon went onto the Executor.
Yeah.
We know that.
Mm-hmm.
We also know that it was approved like on the bridge. Like the people on the bridge see it. You know who else is on the bridge? Admiral Piet, who was in command when they were chasing the Millennium Falcon like 2 hours ago or 3 days ago. You know? How does he not know what the Millennium Falcon is? That is Han Solo's ship. Darth Vader knows it's Han Solo's ship. Why doesn't Piet know?
I guess maybe they could like fudge the codes of what the ship is.
They knew they were using incorrect clearance codes. But is he not going to be like, it's a bit suspicious that at Han Solo's auction, this YT-1300 Corellian freighter just so happens to be around here, and we've just approved it being tractor beamed into our main hull. I'm not going to take a second thought to this. I just thought that was a bit weird.
Yeah, well...
Probably the least weird thing.
Wasn't Piet busy with completely obliterating the Hut Council?
No, well, I mean, that happened, but also there was those people that were like itching for a fight.
Yeah.
And they're like, I can't wait to shoot him! And then they just like...
Yeah, the placeholder Jabba.
Yeah. No, they weren't...
Yeah?
They weren't huts. They were like normal dudes.
No, he wasn't a Hut. You know, in the
was
placeholder
that guy?
Yeah, that's him.
Oh my god.
That's the guy who I watched to die 5 times.
Yeah, because he just like explodes, which is quite funny. But yeah, happens a lot.
Yeah, premature fighting the Empire.
Pre-more.
Pre-more.
Oh my god, does pre-more stand for pre? No.
Preox. More
ejaculation.
What's your Morlana count?
Oh my god. That's grim.
What's your Morlana count, Dooku?
Come Dooku. No, why did I say that? Oh, this reminds me. Talking about Darth this, Darth that.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I know we weren't. Have you seen the thing about what if Marxists?
Where did this come
What
from?
if Marxists used Carl as like a title, like Darth? So it's like Carl Lenin.
That would be pretty cool.
It'd be like sick.
Or... Yeah. I like it. No notes.
Karl Trotsky.
Nothing to add.
Nothing to add.
Would it like strip it off them when they got deleted from history?
Oh no!
Like Kamenev or whoever the fuck?
Yeah.
Trotsky is actually a really good writer.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if you've read any of his stuff, but it's actually really... He's a fun read. He uses the word succulence a lot.
What a guy. I need to read more Trotsky. I read some Lenin. Lenin loves being sarcastic. He fucking loves it.
He was sassy.
He's so sassy. He has like a page worth of like just making fun of people.
Yeah.
Just being like, wouldn't this be so great if we just did blah blah blah? I just like blah blah blah.
That went like all the way up
So
and down.
funny.
That like freaking Friedrich Engels had an entire massive book just about why I think this guy in particular's philosophy is bad. The anti-Derling.
Yeah,
I can lend you some sacred texts.
it's so funny.
I bought some red books,
Nice.
not the little one.
Not the little one. No.
No, I don't think we stand Mao.
His solution was like, just kill everyone. I guess.
Basically,
Yeah. Not as crazy as
douse everything in concrete.
not as crazy as like Khmer Rouge and Pol Pot, who somehow described themselves as Trotskyists, Trotskyist Leninists or whatever, but Marxist Leninists. But they decide to kill all intellectuals and anyone that like wore glasses and shit. And yeah,
You know,
they had to like they believed in like peasantification.
mm,
What? Yeah.
let's not forget, you know, the Chinese Communist Party, which is barely Chinese, not communist at all, and barely a party.
Yeah. That's crazy.
I mean, barely Chinese. I guess that depends on your stance on Taiwan, but like,
Yeah.
mm,
Taiwan was colonized by Chiang Kai-shek. There. I said it. So
we're getting into some real shit.
we're
here.
getting into some real shit.
I might not keep any of that.
Let's go back to the Star War.
Yeah, to the real shit. Is there anything else you would like to bring up before we Ben do it like Beckham?
I don't think so. I think there's most of my points. Nice.
Nice. Oh, Jingle Jango.
Jingle Jango.
Anyway,
Yes.
and on that bombshell, I think it's time to move on to the real cool stuff.
Real cool stuff where we're definitely only gonna talk about this very specific cool stuff.
And the real uncool stuff.
And the real
Mid stuff.
mid stuff. That's right. Luke, what was... You have to find one.
I thought about it while I peed.
What was your light side for your favorite, the
Ugh.
best Star Wars comic ever written?
Ooh. My light side for War of the Bounty Hunters. Not all of them, but quite a few of the one-shots.
Yeah, well,
I
like
actually
IG-88,
thought-
Forlom Zuckus.
Specifically, Boosh, who we have
Yeah.
not even mentioned.
Yeah,
this
Bush was
entire
pretty
time.
good.
Bush was pretty good. Even though I was pretty sure that it was the Crimson Reign era. I quite liked IG-88, even though
Yeah,
time-wise it doesn't really make sense. I liked that it was like introspective a little bit. You got to see how IG-88 thinks,
Yeah.
which is very different to most characters, even a lot of other droids. He's one of the most robotic droids, honestly. It's interesting.
Yeah, but I like IG-88 as a character. Is it IG-88B or A or something? It's got another...
Yeah, he does have a letter,
Or
doesn't he?
D? I don't
Hmm.
know. Is that
Uh,
IG-88A or B or something?
He's got a letter or something, but
Yeah.
let's call him D.
It was a good one-shot comic.
Yeah.
And there was the Jabba one-shot comic with...
That one I like the least. I
Deva
think.
Lollipop. What's her name?
Deva Lompop,
Yeah.
which I think is a type of flower or a fruit or both.
Lompop Perel. What was it? That was the thing. That was the flower that the code breaker, Master Code Breaker, had on his lapel. Lompop lapel pin.
Oh, I didn't know that. I think
think.
Lompop Flowers is also what the girl from the Path of the Open Hand is selling at the beginning of Path of Deceit. Potentially my favorite Star Wars book.
Yeah. Oh.
I really like Path of Deceit.
Yeah. That's cool. I need to actually read more High Republic stuff at some point.
You absolutely do. I cannot stress this enough. And so do you, listener.
Whoa.
Dave listener.
Dave Listener.
Yeah. And podcaster Rimmer.
Pod-
Yeah. Arnold Rimbod.
Job. Rimpod.
Arthur Rimbaud was a French
Friend?
dracing. No, freaking poet. It doesn't matter. I was talking about the Jabba the Hutt comic, which I didn't really like.
Yeah, didn't even have Ezra in it.
Didn't even have Jabba, basically.
No, that's...
It was
Jabba,
about Boba Fett and Dave Lompop,
and they kept calling Boba Fett Pup.
which is weird. A weird amount of pup play.
Yeah, bro's like 30.
Well, I don't really know when that takes place. Because Boba Fett never shows his face, Dave Lompop is 300 years old, and so is Jabba.
I guess, yeah. But Crimson Dawn was behind it.
Yeah, but they've been around basically since the Clone Wars.
I thought the implication was that it was like more a New Hope time.
Who's to say?
Yeah.
Genuinely, who's to say?
Jabba is a lot more forgiving with debts than I expected for someone who literally put a massive bounty on someone's head to the point where they get frozen in carbonate and then mounted on a wall.
It wasn't the thing that
David
that
was
he
in debt.
that sort well wasn't it that she like kept paying off the debt and he was like, cool, but actually you still owe me.
Yes.
So I don't think it's so much being forgiving as being like, if you owe him something, he will never let you go.
Yeah.
No matter how much you give back to him. I guess unless you're Boba Fett, but like he's Boba Fett.
No, I think, but I assumed that Boba Fett, maybe this even happens in the comic, but that Boba Fett was forced to be like his household like guy. And that's why he's still around, hanging around Jabba's palace.
The implication in this comic is that he's getting a lot of money from Jabba, but I don't know if I buy it.
Where is the money? Yeah, I don't see. I think in Legends he might have been promised money but just never got it, so that's why he was still there.
It's possible.
Maybe I'm misremembering.
But he would have to spend a lot of time there.
Yeah.
A lot of time there.
I shouldn't try and like diminish your light side by making you think more about the Jabba one shot.
Oh no, I never liked the Jabba one shot.
Okay.
I mostly liked IG-88, Boosh, and Zuckuss and Forlom.
Yeah, it was like, you didn't kill Cribbit Slaps, you killed my identical twin brother
Slops!
who gave money to charity, so you're a bad person.
It was really funny.
It's like,
I
what
also-
the fuck?
I liked how like artistically they hid the blood of the decapitation with like a strip of shadow. It was like really fun. You can do some pretty heinous shit if you don't just like show the exact impact of the blood. Yeah.
It was good.
Zuckuss and Forlom are just fun. They're around quite a bit in the Bounty Hunters comic, and they're good.
I am fond of them, but I think I've mentioned this on another podcast.
Fondor.
Whoa. It's because I'm fond of them because like in about 2010 there was like a Lego animated like stop motion animated series called Zuckuss and Forlom, and it was like a sort of weird sitcom-y type thing. Because in like 2010 there was like a genre of Lego stop motion YouTube videos of like two guys like hanging out on the sofa like making like shit jokes and stuff. It was a whole thing. There was like not hundreds, but there were a lot of them. And then there was like a Zuckuss and Forlom version. And I like really liked that when I was young. It might still be around.
That would be cool.
I reckon it's probably shit if I like rewatch it. But that's why I always kind of liked Zuckuss and Forlom. It's from that weird Lego animated show.
And they are still kind of silly.
Yeah.
Well, mostly Zuckuss is. But...
I really liked... This wasn't in the Zuckuss one shot, but I really liked how Zuckuss was like, don't kill me, I'll tell you your future. You'll drown alone in a sea of red. And Boba Fett's like, no cap, kicks him off. So good.
Yeah. It's just fun. There's also a bit where like he's supposedly divining where Han and Boba Fett are, and he's like, Oh no, I actually just have a tracker on their ship. I was doing this just for fun.
Yeah, I've had a tracker on their ship this whole time. For ages.
Yeah.
Like, he has a tracker on everyone's ships, right?
Who knows? But he also can track through the Force because he's a findsman. A Gand findsman.
What?
That's like it's like a thing with the Gand. Like their best hunters are the ones that are like that have like a low level Force connection. They can just like feel where their prey is. Hence being a findsman.
Is that an actual thing? Because there's a pretty prominent character in the X-Wing books. One of the pilots in Rogue Squadron is a Gand called Oral Quirg. And it's called Oral. Yeah.
Very cool.
And he does. I don't think he has any force latency or ability or anything like that, to my knowledge.
It's not all of them.
Yeah.
It's just, the best ones are findsmen.
Yeah. Oral Quirg is pretty cool.
Quirg.
Yeah. Zuckuss doesn't speak in third person as much as I thought Gans was supposed to.
He's been around a long time. Maybe he's just losing his accent.
Yeah. Actually, no. At least in
like
Legends.
Chanda from Doctor Who.
What?
She doesn't have to do it.
Chando.
It's just rude not to.
Yeah. In Legends, at least, Gans can talk in first person only if they are like assessed by like this Gand council. That's like essentially, imagine like there's Guinness Book of World Record invigilators, but like they follow you and make sure that like that Gand is a big enough deal and identifiable enough by their own actions that when they talk about themselves in first person, it won't be confusing. Because if you talk about yourself in first person, you're assuming that other people know who you're talking about.
I really like that.
Yeah. So if you haven't been assessed by this council, talking about yourself in the first person is like really rude and presumptive and arrogant. So either Zuckuss is that, or he's been assessed by this little council.
I know that he like fulfilled some sort of a very difficult trial, but I don't remember if that's a trial that every Gand has to do, or every findsman has to do, or if he did do something notable enough.
Not the trial of Lando Calrissian.
Not the trial of Grasses either.
No,
I don't think he's there for trial of Lando Calrissian. No, I know that Amlin Holdo is.
She was in this comic.
Yeah.
She was like, there's a thing going on.
Go figure it out.
Go figure out. You can't see my purple hair because I'm a hologram. Nice.
I'm going to hook up with you, Lando, in about 30 issues.
Whoa!
Wait. Well, less than that, actually. In like 10 issues, so don't die, please.
Whoa, that's crazy.
They hook up in No Space.
In No Space? That's from that's crazy.
That's where the Nile used to hang out.
Yeah.
Anyway, Bush was also really cool.
Yeah.
Bush basically doesn't exist outside of this one shot.
You see like all the tag people, which I always thought was lame.
How come?
I don't know. It's just something.
You don't like the Tag Corporation?
No, I don't know why. You
don't like Domina Tag?
Just like, I don't know. Something about it I've just never vibed with. And I don't like the look of the Tag guards either. I think they just look very generic.
That's possible.
But I appreciate that it is like from the original Marvel Comics run. So that's why like the Tag stuff is everywhere.
Some stuff from back then is cool.
Yeah.
Namely the two things that they brought back.
Jackson? Where was Jackson?
I guess he technically did come back in canon, huh? Didn't he?
Yeah. Where was Jackson in the War of the Bounty Hunters?
Probably getting drunk on Canto Bite because he's so rich.
What?
In carrots. Several carats of gold.
Whoa!
Yeah. Valance being the other obvious one. And I guess the Nagai at the end of all, but they don't matter.
No, not yet.
And they never will.
Oh, now that has been cancelled. Thanks, Greg Pak.
It almost feels... It's like poetry it rhymes, because they're like at the very end of the original Marvel years as well.
Yep.
This is crazy.
Yeah.
It almost feels like they did it on purpose.
Are we now going back to Dark Horse?
I mean, I did just today read a Dark Horse Star Wars comic that came out like a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
They do still put stuff through Dark Horse.
I'm low-key surprised that Disney use, like, basically all the big publishers. They use IDW as well, and Dark Horse, and Marvel. It's crazy. Like, they're rivals, bruv.
I think it's Marvel's idea. I don't know
Why would they want that?
They're like outsourcing stuff that isn't like important enough for lower grade readers, I think.
The IDW stuff is for lower grade readers, I suppose, but
and Dark Horse is mostly the High
stuff?
Republic stuff. I don't really know why.
Yeah.
I guess to keep them somehow separate.
I think it's Dark Horse.
But the High Republic finale did come out through Marvel.
Yeah. I think historically Dark Horse in Legends, they didn't like to be constrained by other publishing in terms of storylines. Like, obviously it's been 20 years or more than 20 years, so the teams behind and the writers are probably completely different. But in like the late 90s, early 2000s, Dark Horse publishing was like pretty annoyed that Del Rey released like the New Jedi Order series, like the Yuuzhan Vong invasion, because Dark Horse was working on another big extra galactic invasion story that they were going to have to be their big comic event. But then like Del Rey, published it, and so they couldn't use their idea. So they were a bit salty about that.
That sucks.
Yeah, well, I mean, they made a Dark Horse comic tie-in to the New Jedi Order, but it doesn't really tie in because it like contradicts a lot of stuff. So
that would be a bit of a dark side if it wasn't in fact time for your light side.
Whoa, my light side. Well, I'm so lame, but I'm gonna say my light side is like characterization of particular characters, and I'm lame. I am a lame Star Wars fan, but I really did like Boba Fett in this comic series because he's literally the robot chicken Boba Fett, and I fucking love it.
He's just Bob A. Feet.
No, I mean just like the loser-esque, like still very competent, but just like, oh, guess I just gotta do this now. I just absolutely love that. It's just so funny.
I feel like I don't know what kind of a fucking Star Wars fan I am, because I don't like Boba Fett, I don't like Darth Maul, and I don't like Thrawn.
Yeah,
and I just
like,
do not see what
fuck?
you're saying.
I'm sorry.
Ugh.
Well, my favorite, I really did like when Charles Soule wrote Lando. Though I'm a massive Lando fan, so I loved seeing Lando.
Did you love it like it when he was like talking to L3-3T and was like,
no, I didn't like that part.
Hey, I know that you like periodically discharge electricity through this tunnel.
That was so bad.
Would you like to not do that for a minute for all time's sake?
I didn't like the Millennium Falcon. Like, what was it like? Was it like excrement or was it menstruation? What kind of like joke was he making? I didn't.
I guess the way I phrased it is like menstruation, but I don't know if that was on purpose there.
Either way, I'm not sure I like that.
Hmm.
I get that it was a tie into Solo, and they had to do it, but I don't like it.
They really didn't have to do it
because
I guess Kira was there.
I've got no issue with L3 as a character. I'm not one of those people.
I think she was a lot of fun.
Yes, but she did die. Because all ships in Star Wars, all of like those ship computers are themselves like droids. They have their own personalities and stuff. So when L3 was uploaded to the Millennium Falcon, the Millennium Falcon didn't become L3. L3 was subsumed into the Millennium Falcon. It was its own being already, essentially.
I suppose it's sort of like a Vader-Anakin situation, Is Anakin dead? Is
don't-
it just Vader?
It's like a Vader Anakin situation if Vader also absorbed Mace Windu.
I don't think so.
And you wouldn't say, oh yeah, then like that's Mace Windu. It's like, no, it's still fucking Anakin.
It is
it's
like
still
a
Darth
it is
Vader.
like a trope though, when like if there oftentimes when there's like a villain, Absorberloff still has the faces of the people he ate
Yeah.
on him for a bit.
He doesn't
It's
then
kind of like that.
he doesn't then become the like blowjob. I can't remember her name.
Oh, Ursula,
Ursula. Yeah. Why did I just call?
because that's
It's true.
it's true. They
It's like-
still have some sort of a sex life.
I actually love that episode.
What an episode!
It's
a lot of fun.
so many people vitriolically hate that, but I actually really liked it.
My friend Matt Hazard did Absorberloff drag / burlesque not that long ago.
Wow, I'm not sure how that will work. Burlesque Absorberloff.
It looked kind of cool.
Fair.
Anyways,
Yeah, the absorbing. Like, what were you saying? When a villain absorbs.
yeah, like sometimes there is a trope where they exert like just enough,
Oh, yeah.
just enough to like not pull the trigger or something.
Or they then like take over the body itself.
Yeah, for like 2 seconds.
What was that from?
It's all over. It's bloody
I
all
can't
over the place.
think of one example.
I
though.
can't either, but it's all over the place.
Yeah. So it's like I'm imagining like a sort of like chi battle, like internal
Matrix.
Was it Matrix?
Yeah, at the end of Matrix Revolutions, Neo lets fucking Dr. Smith, Agent
Dr.
Smith, absorb him, but only to like put himself like a virus inside him.
Ah,
It's not quite what I'm talking about, but it's kind of
kinda.
it.
Yeah, but I don't. But then, like, what about the Falcon then? Then the Falcon died.
No, the Falcon is still the dominant person. Okay, it's not like the Matrix at all. The Malkin, the Falcon,
Malkin.
Malkin
in the middle. Just fuck's sake.
The Falcon is still the dominant personality. Just like sometimes when she sees Lando, she's just like, I don't know why, but I'm
kind of horny right now.
I'm into this guy. I mean, look at that mustache.
Yeah. Does this add layers to the fact that Lando wore Han's clothes at the end of Empire Strikes Back? Or...
Does it add Leia's?
Oh my god.
Does it add Clea's?
Whoa. That reminds me, do they ever address the fact that Leia kisses Luke on the Millennium Falcon? Like in the new,
I don't think
in
they
that
do.
run of Star Wars comics?
I don't think they do.
They just never address it.
I don't think they do. I mean, she kisses him twice in the movie.
Yeah. Once to get Han jealous, and the second time
Just because.
just because. Yeah. That's grim.
Yeah.
But no, genuinely, those were my light sides.
Yeah, I mean, if you like Boba Fett, he's good.
I'm sorry, I just like Boba Fett.
If you like Ochi
How
of
the-
Festoon...
How did you get through the book of Boba Fett if you did not care about Boba Fett at all?
Because I'm a completionist.
Oh my...
Not the
Yeah,
completionist.
thank God. Otherwise, we would have had to...
I mean, I have kept all the money that Air-Deraan has made.
Oh my God.
Oh my god, how much money did I actually spend on the hosting? Let's not think about it. I did cancel it, but probably more recently than you'd like to think.
I'm so scared.
I
Luke.
think we only lost hosting in 2024.
I'm hoping you're joking.
I'm not.
I'm hoping it was earlier than that.
It
Because,
was
like, if it
not.
was not... that's so
I was
long.
still waiting for you to come back.
No, I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
It's genuinely fine. I do not care.
But we are back.
But we are back around.
Baku the Hut.
Back to the future.
Boku the Future?
Rota J. Return of the
Return of the
Living Dead. Jabroni.
Jablorgans. That's what Sasu Leech speaks Jablorgan.
I kind of believe you.
It's real. You know Asmorgan in Rebels? He's a Jablorgan.
The Raspberry Man.
Yeah, the Raspberry Man. Yeah, he's a Jablorgan. Classic.
The guy from the Lando episode from Idiot's Array.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Such a good episode.
Yeah.
He hits on everyone.
I'm an entrepreneur.
I love Lando.
Businessman.
Lando is the best.
He actually kind of is.
Yeah. I want like post Rise of Skywalker, Lando somehow manages to con his way into becoming like the new Chancellor or something.
That would be actually really cool.
Lobot,
but like, how
you
old
gotta
is
help me
he?
with this. I'm in it way over my head, Lobot.
How old is he though?
It doesn't matter.
Is he like roughly Han's age?
He's old enough. He was young enough to give a twinkle eye to Janna.
Janu?
No, not Janna. The Janna at the end of Rise of Skywalker. When she's like,
Oh, yeah.
I'm looking for my dad. He's like, I'm looking for my daughter. I was like, ew! What the fuck? So weird. Did no one tell Billy D. Williams, like, don't play it sexy, don't play it sexy?
You can't tell him to not play it sexy. It's the only setting he has. Oh, God.
It really, the way Charles Soule wrote him, though, made me want to read that Lando comic. It's actually,
I feel like you really should. I think you like it.
I'm getting it soon. It's currently in transit to my house.
Nice.
Yeah.
Let me know when it arrives because I kind of want to reread it.
Yeah. Could be fun.
Could be.
Because there's only like 5 issues of it, I think.
Yeah, it's a mini.
Yeah.
There were 5. I kind of miss when they used to have, like, at any given time, just a cool mini-series from, like, any era. Not a lot of them were great, but it was a good vibe that they existed.
I mean, this is a big Star Wars comic drought.
Yes.
Like, there's literally no releases. Well, I mean,
Eh.
okay, that's a lie.
There's the Dark Horse and IDW stuff, and there's the Batu
No one
tie-in
cares
stuff.
about that.
I read it, it sucks.
There is the more Shadow Raiders, Shadow Lord.
So there's like one chapter left. Nothing has happened.
Yeah.
Maul is like not even in it.
Is he not?
He like technically is, but he's like in like five panels. It's mostly about Brander.
Does he love his son?
I don't think he appears.
That's pretty fitting,
Yeah.
to be fair. That's quite
But the Blue
funny.
Lady does.
Oh, the totally not the Ansari.
Mm-hmm.
Is that their name?
Yeah, the sexy beings from Mass Effect.
From Ass. Yeah.
Fun
They're like
fact, they don't
landowners.
actually look like ladies or women. They just look like whatever the observer would find attractive.
What?
Yeah.
So
They
if you
look
were-
different to every species.
So if you were a Krogan,
They look like blue Krogans.
that's so funny. I
Yes.
didn't know that.
It's
They're shapeshifters, or do they just project it onto your mind?
it's like a projection filter.
What the
Or a
what?
perception filter.
So you're fucking Ditto.
No, because Ditto is a shapeshifter.
Okay, that's crazy. Still,
It is.
What? So no, they're the friggin' monster. They're the alien in
From-
Red Dwarf.
Yes!
Oh my god!
Oh my-
Like
but the-
Crichton, you won't love me if you see what I really look like.
But here's the kicker. Do you know what Hanar is in Mass Effect? Like big jellyfish. They're
Oh.
like big pink jellyfish.
I think so. Yeah.
In the first Mass Effect on Citadel, there is like a vendor that talks about that has a voice line that I will never forget in my life. Wow, those Asari Hanar porn games are really realistic.
What?
Yeah,
Okay.
and, like who do they look like in those
The fuck?
games?
They just
It's like people would be able to tell.
Figure that. Do you have to like say like what species you are, like when you're
No,
signing up?
because they're. I guess you would have to.
Yeah, but what if you like you were a human, but you were like really into like Krogans.
Then you watch a Krogan porn game.
I guess, yeah. That's true.
Or maybe it is a well-known fact. I don't really remember.
My name's Commander Shepard, and this
is my favorite
store
store in the galaxy.
Yeah.
What a fucking good
This
game.
is my favorite porn category.
Anyway, speaking of things that make me go, ugh.
Yeah, what was your dark side for this comic?
This comic.
You can't be serious.
Okay, let's go with the auction portion of this. Because there is like 200 pages where Vader is like standing there being like, I am going to cut Han Solo in half.
Why didn't he just do it? Or
He didn't
start?
want... I don't know.
If he just started cutting, Luke wouldn't have been like, he's too much of a coward, he won't do it.
I don't even really know why he cared. Like, I know that one of the first issues is like, Luke cares about Han and he like hit me, so I must get him to like make Luke be scared or something. But
It's like, bro, you had Han Solo 2 days ago. You
What?
had him.
Why did you sell him to fucking Jabba?
Jabbar. Yeah, literally. It's like it just seems odd to me that it's
Did he
contrived
even
is the
sell
word.
him, or did he just let Boba
He
Fett
just let
take
Boba
him?
have him.
That's stupid.
Yeah, and now he's like, I have altered the deal. Pray I don't alter it any further.
I guess a bunch has happened. Vader had to go to Exegol
What the
before
fu-
this.
No!
Yeah,
Oh my god, how much time passed?
I don't know, and that wasn't even the first arc. That was the second arc. He had to have Webbish Bog point him to Exegol, fight a fucking kaiju in space, the Shuma Verminov,
Yeah.
which vaguely sounds like my surname, and
Oh my
get
God.
kicked his ass in by,
Which is canon.
which is canon, by Palpatine. Freaking Luke's hand was there, I think.
Was it cloned into anyone?
It was in a tank.
Okay.
I think the implication was that it was made as like genetic material to make Snoke.
Yeah.
And
How'd they get it?
someone,
Because it would have been like 2 days.
someone found it. I don't
in
know.
2 days?
Yeah. There's like a thing in one comic or another of someone picking up the hand that was, I think, still clutching the lightsaber. I might be making that up, but like there was a comic where someone picked up either the lightsaber or the hand.
We still don't know like how the
How
lightsaber.
Maskanada got it. It's a story for another day. For another decade, maybe.
2030s, fingers crossed.
And fucking... What else freaking happened in this goddamn show? Is that when he became the biggest fish? Is that when he went to Naboo and killed the fucking thing that ate the thing that ate the thing?
But
Or
before
did Kylo do that?
Kylo did that.
Did they both do it? I think they both did
Or
it.
maybe Kylo did it because Vader did it.
Probably.
And he was like, I want to be like Vader. Vader's so cool. I want to be like him.
That's literally what Rise of Kylo Ren is. Sorry, Legacy of Vader is.
Yeah, I want to read it still.
You might like it.
Charles Soule, though.
What an inconsistent output from the man.
Yeah.
I'm not even gonna say inconsistent writer, because even though I have my issues with freaking Reign of Kylo Ren. It's like not badly written, I just think he sucks.
Charles Soule did the Poe Dameron comics as well.
Which I thought were kind of dull.
Dull.
But I mostly just didn't like the art. I do not like Phil Noto.
I like Phil Noto. Well, at least his covers.
His covers are fine, but like try to read the first 6 issues of the 2025 Star Wars comic.
I will try, actually.
The way this has been going, they might be your favorite Star Wars comics ever.
I mean, considering I only read a couple Star Wars comics, there's a very high likelihood that will be true. Unless I read like the Lando one and suddenly see God or something.
We need to get you to read the good Dr. Aphra stuff, I swear to God.
Yeah, because after this, I was not that enthused with Dr. Aphra.
This era of Star Wars is just like not great.
Yeah.
Bounty Hunters is pretty good. There's like good moments in most of those series, if not all.
Yeah.
I'm sure that even Invader, there's stuff that I enjoyed. But
That's how it goes, I guess. Because I think in canon they reduced the time between Empire and
to like
Return of
8
the
months,
Jedi.
right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Which
don't
is
know.
why it only takes 50 issues instead of 75. And there's less of war.
Surely it should be more war.
There's no scourging of Shu-Torun.
Or Mac MT thingy.
Yeah. Was it Mac MT that gets... No, it's Shu-Torun that gets cut in half.
Yeah, you
By
mentioned that a couple
Benthic 2
episodes ago.
tubes.
Yeah.
I like Benthic 2 tubes.
Not to be confused with the other one.
He has a brother.
Yeah.
I don't know his name.
Something 2 tubes.
The Jarek.
The Jarek. Oh
The
my
Jarek
god.
2 tubes.
Jano would be happy.
You need... How are you progressing on your novelization?
Oh, I haven't started yet.
Fair enough.
I haven't started yet because I was getting back into my Space Foresight stuff. So.
Well, Ferb, I know what we're doing today.
Ooh. Oh my god.
It's 9 p.m.
It's 9 p.m.
It's gonna be 10 before I get home.
Not quite. But
Anyway, I just the beginning I struggled. The end, not too bad.
yeah.
The middle, kill me.
Really?
Yes.
Oh my
Just-
god.
I was getting almost PTSD from okay, I'm gonna cut him in half. 3 issues later, I'm gonna cut him in half.
Yeah.
I'm gonna cut him in half.
I thought the end third was the worst part. Because that's the bit where like nothing happened.
Where they're like trying to get to the Executor and Boba Fett on his jetpack adventure. Jetpack.
Yeah.
My accent is like going off.
Well, that Lambda shuttle was suspended in space for like 15 fucking issues.
Yeah. The amount of time it took them to get from Jakara to the Executor.
It's insane. It's
And
actually
then
insane.
Boba Fett flies in like 10 seconds.
They were probably going the same speed that Boba Fett was going from Cloud City to Jabba's palace.
Jesus Christ. I guess, yeah. Maybe he just didn't go through hyperspace. You know, like in The Passenger. Why didn't they go through hyperspace?
Because it would rupture the eggs,
Okay.
so they had to go sublight. But I am I'm like,
I miss Frog Lady.
yeah, same. I think sublight speed is still faster than light in Star Wars.
Faster than light in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It
has to be.
It has to be. It's the only way that it makes sense because they go sublight in Empire Strikes Back because their hyperdrive is out.
Yeah, that's how they get to Lando.
Yeah, so it's like, if it's not faster than light, it's literally impossible.
Yeah, literally.
Like, that movie cannot exist. Like, I hate to be low
Unless the galaxy is way smaller.
which I don't like the idea. Some people like say that, but I don't like it.
Like, even if it was way smaller and it only took days to travel sublight, that
Yeah.
still doesn't make sense.
Yeah.
Because it doesn't. It takes them, minutes to hours.
I mean, it takes relatively...
In hyperspace, I
In
mean.
hyperspace, yeah. Yeah, no, exactly, yeah. 2 days going from Nar Shaddaa to...
I don't know if they said whether or not that was in hyperspace.
That's true, maybe. There's only one podcast we can... No, I need to stop making that joke.
Gonk.
Yeah.
Let the past die.
I understand. We could have had that name. No one else had that name.
No, I think there was another one.
Nah, they came out. Yeah, but no one watched them, I don't think.
We could have been the real Blue Bantha Milk podcast.
Could have.
Do they have a podcast? Or was it Blue Bantha Show?
Oh, I don't know. I think, no, it's Blue Bantha Milk.
We can be, what's her name? Not
They-
Shmi.
They
We can be
caused this
Baru's
heat
Blue
wave.
Cheese.
No offense to them, but they caused this heat wave by making all those Solo 2 videos.
The AI bullshit.
Yeah, sorry, Blue Panther Milk, but
Yeah.
you caused this heat wave.
You belong to the city. You belong to the night.
Whoa, I don't know what that is a reference
It's a
to.
song that Alex Jones really likes.
Fuck's sake.
That podcast is also over, by the way. Not just we've talked about this.
Yeah,
I cut it out from last episode.
Yeah, you said it was like a whole thing.
It's a whole thing. Anyway, speaking of whole thing, what's something that makes you want to cancel your podcast?
What's something that makes me want to thing my hole? No. Oh my god, ironically, my dark side is listed as the whole.
What?
Vader and Luke can't face each other until Return of the Jedi thing. And then it said, subtitle, this made me suffer. Because it's just like, I can't face Vader, like, I can't face it, I'm not going to face him, Leia. And then it's like, they just fly around for like so many issues. They're just like chickening out of like facing each other. It's like, who told these people that Vader and Luke can't face each other?
I think that Luke having PTSD is kind of interesting, though.
Yeah, but that's okay. But it's just the fact that it's not a character-based contrivance. You can tell that they are like orienting the events, that sequence of events for like that chase, around the idea that they are not allowed to meet each other. Not because Luke doesn't want to. Luke doesn't want to because they're not allowed to meet. It's the same thing as like how
how Grievous and Anakin can't see each other.
But is executed more poorly. Well, maybe not as poorly as Double Agent Droid when like the downfall of Droid, sorry, when
they're literally like
a corridor away from each other.
Yeah.
And it's like, well, where's Grievous? He's like, he was just that.
Yeah, like did he never see a holo of him either?
I know, it's literally.
I guess he it's not that he didn't see her, it's that he thought he would be taller.
Yeah.
Like in comparison to him, it's fine. He saw a holo of him fighting a tiny Ahsoka.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
but
I don't know. I feel like I just feel like you can't win because like it's a prequel, like that Vader isn't gonna die,
but they
that Luke isn't gonna die.
Have to like write like such a long chase scene. They could have done his PTSD in a more interesting way. They could have had it so
that he just leaves.
No, because he just left anyway. He was just like, Leia was like, oh my god, Luke, you've got to help us because he's literally gonna kill Darth Vader, and Luke's like, no, he's fucking not. He's not going to leave. He's not going to kill Han Solo. Also, I'm not going to face Vader. And then, like, Vader proceeds to then, like, chase Luke.
How would you go about the Luke PTSD angle that wouldn't make you feel this way? Or do you just think that Luke PTSD angle just wouldn't work?
I don't think it necessarily is bad, but I think that this whole situation is just unnecessary. I don't like the idea of
specifically the dogfight.
The dogfight and Vader trying to lure Luke back with Han.
Lure.
When like 2 days ago he
From
had
Omicron
Han, and he literally did the exact same thing that he did on Bespin, but then Leia is saying the exact opposite thing. So like in Bespin, Leia was saying, Luke, don't come here, it's a trap. Luke proceeds to go. Now Luke saying, Luke, come here, it's a trap. Like, it's not a trap. And then Luke saying, I'm just like peacing out. So I get that it's like poetry, it rhymes, but at the same time, I'm just not. I just didn't vibe with it that well. And I don't understand, like, why can't Luke and Vader meet each other again?
They do meet each other. They just don't face each other.
Yeah.
I guess. Not one-on-one anyway. Like I said, Luke is there in Vader 50.
Yeah. But it reminds me of like the fact that they refused to have Luke go back to Yoda. I think they do this in both Legends and canon. But I've never understood why. There's no like moment in Return of the Jedi that implies that Luke never went back after Empire Strikes Back. He said that he hasn't been there for a while. They never said that he never went back. It's just
only
that he
8
never.
months. Not many whiles in that space.
But he wasn't even. I don't know. It's just.
He is kind of busy.
I guess.
I don't remember doing what, but he's busy.
Yeah. But this issue takes place over a couple of days.
Or is it? I genuinely cannot tell you.
Yeah. It's odd. I don't know. But that was like my main dark side because I just thought it seemed just like, what are we doing here? I just didn't like the Vader part and the way that you're trying to lure Luke and the resulting chase, and then it just sort of felt like nothing. Like I felt nothing at the end of it. At least with other things, I felt things. Whether that's like exasperation or something.
It's mostly that for me. Like I said, a lot of my notes are nothing happens. It's this again. He fails to do anything. It's like The Last Jedi. Like, why are we even here? Like, why are we even here?
Yeah. Because like the amount of times that like Luke crashes, or Luke somehow drifts and gets Vader to crash, and then Luke refuses to face Vader, and then like biffs off. But then there's another chase bit when Vader gets his ship repaired.
Well, it's a war crime to shoot at people on the ground, isn't it?
Who fucking cares? I know he's not going to do it because it's his dad, but it's not like I don't know. I don't know.
Well,
it's sort of
it's a valid dark side.
It's my dark side at least.
Yeah.
But you might think that I'm being a bit too contrived with my dark side, and that it's more of a middling point. Speaking of which, what's your Bendu? Did you write a Bendu?
I did not.
You're telling me you don't have any interesting trivia? I really struggled to find trivia, in the sense that I found one piece of trivia that I didn't really give a shit about.
I tried to look up when he got the yellow lightsaber, which is not trivia, but I just wondered that you might wonder. I just didn't find. Just nothing interests me about this comic. I'm sorry.
Oh my god!
Like, I don't hate it anymore, but I'm still so jaded by it.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of my fun facts, I guess, would be where the story goes from here, but I can't tell you that anymore.
Yeah. I'm really shocked at how I'm way more positive about all of this than you.
So I guess this is how I don't know, how we just like different things, you know, like the same way that I was kind of nonplussed about Maul.
Yeah.
And I guess I liked Mandalorian a bunch more than you did. I don't really know.
Don't know, yeah.
I don't know, like, freaking... What have you got? What have you got? Maybe I'll think of something.
My one in the middle, the Bendu, was the weird obsession with the use of mega clamps above Jakari. You notice that every time, like the syndicates and stuff, they're trying to like grab something, they like use mega clamps instead of like fucking tractor beams. They like literally like grasp onto the ship, onto like the Lambda, and like to start pulling it, or onto another ship. I can't remember what, to like pull it. I'm like, why are they doing that?
Magnets.
Just use like a tractor beam, because like I know why they do it.
Is tractor beam like expensive? Maybe.
I know I don't know. I think you have to have like a powerful tractor beam thing.
Yeah.
But I think the reason they do it for the comic is because the mega clamps can be cut. So then it can be averted immediately, whereas a tractor beam can't. It also can be visualized, whereas a tractor beam can't be visualized in a comic, and it would just look like weird.
Yeah, it can. They can do like ripples in space.
Maybe, but
in fact, I'm sure it has been done.
Yeah, I just thought it was a bit like,
a bit naff.
What's that about? It's not naff. It's just like, that's a bit weird. It happened twice. Another thing, actually, that I can say, you can steal this one. It's the weird use of reused panels. Did you notice that? There's a moment in one of the last, like third to last or second to last Bounty Hunter comics when there's a Valance still, and it gets used like 3 times.
That's just digital comics for you.
There's another bit in the Boosh comic where they literally use the same panel of like all of the Ubies just like sat around a table, and they use it for an entire page, like 4 or like 5 times. It's like crazy.
There's a very famous.
I think that's on purpose. Like that's supposed to be stylistic, but like it just made me like, what?
There's a very famous moment from a Batman comic. I don't really know which one, but Batman seemingly has died apparently, and someone asks Alfred like, why are you so sad or something? He was just like your master. And then you get the same face of Alfred 3 times, no changes whatsoever, and on no dialogue on the first 2, and just on the last one it was, he was my son.
Right.
Just 3 of the same face. Like, what do you do? Like, what are we doing? What are we doing here?
And it's not like that Invincible moment when it's like at the
when they're at like the con talking to the animator,
yeah,
and they're like running through all of the cost saving measures as a goof.
Yeah, that's quite funny.
Wow, so you make your characters have a hand in front of their mouth while they're speaking, so you don't have to animate their mouths. Yeah, it is kind of that, but unironically.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I think the Boosh one was on purpose, but I don't know about the Valance bit.
I think that was just a cost-cutting measure.
Yeah, because they like changed the size.
Yeah,
a couple times, so he's like further away or whatever. I'm just like, what are they doing?
There's a Spider-Man comic from last year, I think, where I think genuinely they used panels that were supposed to be like kind of small for like full-page spreads.
Yeah,
because I that can't be like the quirk of the digital. Like they genuinely looks like a completely different resolution, like in the middle of the page.
oh,
It's gross. It's awful.
things like that happen a few bits. I think there's in the Zuckus comic, there's really confusing panel structure. I'm not sure if you picked up on that earlier.
Jesus Christ.
What?
Looking at times.
I'm sorry.
This is fun though.
But yeah, no, at the very start of the Zuckus thing, when he's like falling and then climbing, it was like really weird, confusing. So I figure out which bit I'm supposed to read first. I'm not sure if you noticed that when reading, because you like the one shot.
Yes, I did.
I was like, wait, what's happened?
Yeah, don't worry about it. It's over.
Yeah,
it's all done. I've got a one in the middle at the Bendu for you, Freddy.
Nice.
I already forgot it.
Is it how Kira rage baited Leia by saying, like by getting a wine bottle out of her ass and being like, "Oh, can you just grab the cups?" Han usually keeps them over there, even though Kira would have no knowledge of where Han keeps cups on the Millennium Falcon, because she's never been on the Millennium Falcon when Han owned it.
That we know about.
No, it is
that we know about.
No, she's just rage baiting.
You know what? My one in the middle, the freaking goddamn motherfucking Bendu. I'm so done with this. I don't know. I didn't even dislike it that much the second time around. What the hell is there left to tell about freaking Crimson Dawn? Because we got Solo, we got this shit, we got a book of Kira.
Yep.
What the hell is gonna happen in Maul?
I think they're pretty prominent in Outlaws as well, as one of the factions you can side with.
I really want to play that.
Yeah.
I think it's gonna be really cool, but I also haven't played Survivor yet. So freaking... You know what? Here's a one in the middle to Bendu for you. Star Wars Galactic Racers
Yeah, it's
is
coming
a
out soon.
racing roguelite by the people who made Burnout Paradise.
I fucking love Criterion games.
It's gonna rule so much.
Criterion games are cool.
For all I know, freaking Crimson Dawn is gonna be in there too.
They've got Ben Quadrinielios.
Quadraneros?
Yeah, he's in it.
What else would you want?
Yeah, they've got friggin' Zabulba.
I went from not giving a single shit about it to kind of needing it in my life in
Yeah.
like one day.
I love Burnout games. Burnout Revenge is my like most played racing game.
I have not played much of Burnout, but I played a lot of Flat Out, and that's quite similar.
I've not heard of Flat Out before.
It's half of it is like Burnout and half of it is Destruction Derbies. Just ramming into each other.
Oh, fair enough.
Cars, that is.
Yeah.
But like there's also like an exhibition mode that's all about flinging your driver like a ragdoll style in like there's like a high jump ragdoll, there's darts ragdoll, there's baseball ragdoll where you try to
Yeah.
like launch yourself at a baseball to like score a home run ideally. It's a lot of fun.
Maybe we'll be able to do that in Galactic Racer.
Almost certainly not, but like if it ends up having local multiplayer, we should play it together.
Yeah,
It's big if. It's big if.
it would be pretty cool.
Yeah. If it comes out on Switch too, which won't.
I don't have...
I do.
Yeah.
That's why I'm saying local multiplayer.
Ah, smart.
SMRT. Why? Because I gotta. That's not what the mask says.
Put it on the YouTube channel. 1v1.
Put it on the Ritz. Oh my god, are we gonna be doing Star Wars Let's Plays like me and my old buddy Adam doing our
my
Ape Ridolf
God.
and Linkler playthrough of Star Wars The Old Republic?
Oh my god.
Ugh.
That's crazy.
It's all coming back to me.
I'm going to be playing... I can't wait to ride the Millennium Malcolm.
Malcolm in the Millennium.
Yes.
Bunty Hunty.
The Bunty Hunty.
Sorry, Hunty.
Bunty Hunters.
Conky Bunters.
Yeah.
PvP.
Yeah.
I don't even know what my actual Bendu is. I don't really care. I want to be out of here, not gonna
You want
lie.
to be out of here. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's blow this thing and go home.
Blow who?
Blow us?
You may fire when ready.
Recording. Now clap, Papa. Retching.
I'm leaving this in, and do remember, we deleted all the context.
No!